Xbox comfort turned on.
It's pretty.
Alrighty, I got it rolling. I'm just getting a couple things set up while Azari's getting that done. I need to download a couple things real quick.
Sorry, I'm just kind of
Oh no,
internally
I've stuff
panicking
to
right
do.
now.
No, dude, you're fine. I have stuff I can prep anyways before we do this.
Dude, if you want an external panic, that's fine too, okay?
Oh yeah, no, external panicking is my favorite. my favorite is to external panic and cry. That's my specialty.
Is crying a free action?
In this campaign, yes.
Okay.
Especially this session.
Ari just wanted to double check on that one.
Alright.
Jordan doesn't cry, he's too masculine.
The bigger question is whether people
Bro,
have
bro,
a chin cuss you for damaging your leg.
At some
Wait,
point,
the real shame patient.
bro,
At some point.
At some point, I'm gonna have to frickin' like make your character break. It's gonna happen one day. And I'm
Who's
scared.
character exactly?
He's gonna suck the tear back up like in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, though.
Oh yeah, no. It has to be like the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball tier, where it's just like that one single tier, and you know the entire party is like, okay, they're in danger, and starts actually feeling bad for the enemy. For what's about to fucking happen.
I mean, there was a time that I did over 200 points of damage in one turn.
Yeah, and you were only level, what? Only level 8, I think, at that point?
I think it was level 6.
No, it was on the second island, so you were at least level 7, I think.
Oh.
I think. You've been level 9 to level 10 for a while.
Yeah. I think it was after that is when I gained my level, after I gained my leg.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely blew my leg off, then he gave me an extra level because, well, I was going to need it for the next part.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But the best part is, now I have resistance to caltrop damage. It's nice.
Exactly. I love how we actually use that once.
Yep.
Okay, why is roll 20 being weird?
I have a fake foot. Don't look at me in that tone of voice.
Plain footsie.
Okay, is it telling that I'm angry that this happens the one time I get here on time for a D&D session?
Yeah, everybody's here and then you can't play.
Don't worry, Ari's angry at you too.
Dude, it's fine. I'm not sweating at this.
She's not. She's really not. She just looked at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, yes, I know. I just want to say something.
Okay, we got.
Feel bad. Feel very bad type stuff.
Bro, Hakeem, you didn't even tell anyone you weren't showing up for 2 weeks.
Bro, man, like, hey, Grandma was in trouble.
To be fair, he at least has an excuse of he has a brain injury now.
Yeah, true. Good point.
I literally forget, bro. So this like, I hit you up and I was like, hey, did I tell you that I was vanishing? And I was like, no. I was just like, oh.
So I have Swain, I have Narza, I have Torden, I have Ari, I have Makeem. I need to get up D&D Beyond for the one guy. And then I need to find an icon that would be cool for
where's my character?
Daniela. Oh shoot, where's Zane? Oh right, I didn't pull you over on this one yet. I think your icon's on this map.
Hakeem, how much health do you have again?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm rocking with an armor class of 20 and 94 health points total, but I'm at 91 right now.
Okay.
So
I was curious. I want to see if Ari can beat you.
This, and then I need.
Why am I getting beat up by new campaign members?
Hey,
You're literally trying to get your girlfriend to beat people up. What the heck?
Eli Smith, do you got any token ideas I could use that I sent you? On that, and then also, do you have a...
Ari already has a token.
Oh my god, that's even
Oh,
funnier. Holy shit, bro.
wow.
What you
Looks
asked?
at myself. I'm just like, okay.
By the way, just remember I am streaming. I don't care about any profanity. I'm just saying everything is being right now. So.
I should probably change my tags around to rated M for right now. Yeah, I'm gonna
Lightsmith,
change my tags around.
look at DMs if you can check and help me find the token ideas. I'm trying to think.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you.
Okay. Bro, you're like the certified frickin' icon finder, bro. Anything you find is poggers. That's the only thing I need to
Male or female?
For the first one, how about one of both? And then the second one, I mean, you know, that's for Daniela, so I don't
Definitely
have an
male.
icon.
Got it.
Okay. Definitely male. I mean, it could be like a
You mean my
Konosuba
freaking
situation where
streams?
they're a hermaphrodite. I mean, I never thought about that, but I mean, I think that would scare Alvier even more.
It works. Intersex.
Why do you want to scare Alvier? What did Alvier do?
Well, it's canon. All the Dommy mommies in the campaign always like the short guys, so, you know.
Yeah, but I guess Alvier just getting the short end of the stick, literally.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I know. I love that one. I'm gonna be saving that for personal use.
Personal use. Wait, use personal?
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk. What?
We can talk about
Bro,
Bruno.
what?
We don't talk about Bruno. No.
That is wow, amazing.
Oh.
Should probably warn everyone that I brought my ADHD to this game.
No.
Oh,
not
that's
at all.
mandatory. That's
I will
mandatory.
warn them that you brought your tism, but other than that, no.
No. You have to have the
Everybody's
ADHD
using-
for this campaign. You have to.
Everybody is
It's a
using like
requirement.
+9 to risen with the tism with ADHD and all of that. And I'm just over here like,
Soldier A. Oh my god, I forgot my lovely collage. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Where's Child Soldier A gonna be? Hold on.
Child Soldier A.
Where the heck? I downloaded the pictures and it's being stupid.
Should I take prisoners?
Just keep swimming.
Oh my freaking god! It's like 3 different songs that were just being thought of at the same time, wasn't it?
Tom Steiner.
Alright, and then Child Soldier B. Just be happy that I don't have the other thing I had in mind prepared. Just know that y'all are lucky. Because this would have been even more dangerous.
I just now saw that there is a Gigantify emo button on this thing. What?
See?
What?
Give me one more second. I'll have a wide selection of pictures for you in a moment.
Alright. That's honestly perfect timing because I'm uploading the last one. What the heck? Where's the, Oh, that's the other one. Okay. You better not. Oh. Okay, and then... Guys, it'll be fine. You'll be okay, probably.
Gosh, I really don't like when you say that because normally it's never really fine.
I need to count. So we have 1 target, 2 target, 3 target, 4 target, 5 target, 6 target, and 7 targets. Okay, so yeah, you'll be fine with how many enemies I throw at you. You'll be fine. It's okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
There's always somebody that says that, and then something happens, and it's like really bad.
Guys, do not worry. We have theoretical medical attention in this party. We do have a level 2 cleric here. We're fine.
Oh god.
We have a level 2
I feel
cleric.
so reassured.
I'll rub some dirt in it, and you'll be fine. You'll recover, hopefully.
He can cause cauterization to your wounds. It'll be okay.
No.
Wait. I'm not the only person who can do that.
As long as there's a flesh wound, right? That's how that works.
I'm just pointing out that somebody else has access to gunpowder. It'll be fine.
Right.
Also, you can tender as a steak.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Keep asking.
Edna mode type joint.
Because I really like this one, but she doesn't have a sword. That's the only reason I wouldn't use this one. But I will have to save that for later, though. That one will be useful. I do have a character in mind for that icon.
You can just edit the sword out. Blue, just crop it.
But I have an idea for a character like that actually fits a character in mind. Hold on. Let's see if Google can. Ooh.
Give me a moment.
Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait, what?
Ooh. Okay, hold on.
Let me put some pimping in it. Oh, wait.
What do you think about these two images? Hold on, I'm taking them right now.
I was in the middle of screaming Torm, and then Alvier joins the party. He's like, "Hey, DnD." I'm like, "DnD? Oh, oh, goodness."
I kind of like the idea that she's both, actually. Like the second one's like where she's kind of like chilling usually, and then the first one's where she's like vibing and doing her thing. Actually, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do that.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Alright, well, that's not the folder I needed to put that in.
It's not a war crime if you have fun, bro. What?
Yeah, if
it's not a war crime if nobody finds out. Therefore, kill everybody.
Exactly.
It's finally time for the weekly group hallucinations with math rocks. What the? Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I'm so happy I actually remember a character name. For once in my frickin' life. I'll remember the entire plot of like 5 islands, yet I'll forget every single character's name.
So you do remember the plot, so you can write this this book out when you need to?
Yeah. I'm gonna honestly at this point just write a timeline so I don't have to frickin' like write every single detail down, but so that I can just jog my memory.
Awesome.
Honestly, I could get a poster board for it. That'd be easier. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be the picture of Daniela, and I found it on like some AI thing, so I don't think I'm gonna get yelled at for anything. Nameplate. I can also set it to players can see. All right. So, everyone ready? I got all the icons ready.
I'm just listening, honestly.
All right. So you want me to just move your character to the side then? Okay. I'll just say you like her stealthing or something. Okay. So, last session. Let me give a brief recap. You guys got out of the prison system and were sent on a covert ops mission by the military to investigate South Face's infiltration of the North. You're currently in an active war zone after getting paradropped off a frickin' blimp. Torden upsettingly got dropped like a rock because he did not want to get out of the blimp, but someone pulled a lever and their life is now not gonna be long lasting, probably.
I believe the exact quotes was, "You can't pay me enough, and there's not enough of you to throw me off of this plane."
Exactly. And then they just pulled the lever. And dropped y'all like
Wow.
napalm.
Not enough people, but enough mechanism.
So, you guys got close to the main city near your objective. You guys went into town for a little excursion to kind of get some information. None of the locals really would talk to you. It was just more of like kind of
Seems
setting
about
up for
right.
this session. Most of them just kind of looked at you kind of confused and didn't really talk. No one really was outside. Typical war-torn Syria style city. And then you guys noticed, I believe it was
And then the
Narza,
fire
yeah.
nation.
Narza noticed some strange figures following you guys at the end of the session and realized it was some child soldiers until they started unloading their firearms at you. Luckily, you guys got inside the building, but Swain took out 2 of the children before entering the building. So currently you guys are in the building, safe, but you guys hear large quantities of footsteps and just kind of shouting and inconsistent orders outside. I will say also, Ari would be kind of scurrying in Torden's backpack, kind of probably a little bit confused with all the gunfire going on. I don't know.
Yeah. Wiggle my way out of the backpack, look around like, what did I miss?
So Swain's just kind of looking around the room, a little kind of out of it. He's got a kind of serious look on his face, but it looks like he's already been in a lot of situations like this, and he doesn't really say anything. Looks like he's more trying to just board up the windows and set up a defensive position. So what do you guys want to do? You guys are in a building. It looks more like kind of a not like a tavern, but just like a simple shop.
Oh, what's exactly is in the shop? Can we buy stuff here, or like?
It's just a
like-
ruined shop. It's just like been looted to everything. It's just like it looks like it used to be a shop. There isn't really anything. There's
Oh.
just like scrap wood and random stuff around.
Yes.
Okay.
So something like random helmet, unused one.
No, it's been picked clean. Anything of value is gone. The copper and the walls style Detroit home stripped.
Oh, dang. Okay, so
I
you said there's like scrap wood pieces. Can we like start? Can I start a fire in here or something like that?
I would not recommend starting a fire in the building as it's mostly made of like wood and other
Mm.
kind of flammable objects. It looks like it
All right.
was
Well, that's
built
out.
pretty well, but after the like not literal concrete, but the concrete equivalent of the world kind of, would fall apart. I don't know masonry off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna say concrete, even though it's not literal concrete.
Yeah. So it's pretty dilapidated. All right.
Yeah,
Got.
it's very blighted.
Yeah. All right.
You do hear a lot of
And we.
scurrying outside, though, of small.
Can we ask
twist
Wayne
fits
how
in.
many child soldiers he saw?
I would say Narza would probably have detected about 10, but you guys clearly hear far more than 10.
Yeah, I detected 10, maybe more.
Okay. I look around at the rest of the group. Do you guys want to look for a back door or something that we can get out of?
How about I take a look?
Okay.
I'll
I was
take
about to say sometime this season.
All right. Roll an investigation for me.
Okay. Come on, load. Investigation.
Okay.
Jeez.
You look around the building, very adeptly. You notice some back doors, but it leads into the alley. And when you pop your head outside, you notice that it's smoother. It's less populated, but you do notice a lot of soldiers kind of in the area. So it looks like it could be a good last ditch effort to get out if things go wrong. But you also notice that there is a lot of kind of the area being locked down, almost like quarantined.
Mhm.
So it looks like they've been setting up a perimeter. Clearly, the children are being directed by people who are a little more adept at this kind of work. Just seems like more like bodies with
Yeah.
guns. I will say, Makeem, you would have
Is
heard.
there
Uh,
an attic?
is what?
Is there an attic somewhere?
There
Way
is
up
a
to the
second
attic?
floor that you could get like an advantage on, just kind of like being able to peek out the windows. I was just gonna say, lore-wise, Makeem, you would have heard that they've been using child soldiers for a while, but you currently have not encountered that until this mission. So
Mhm.
it would probably be kind of shocking your character a little more. Like you'd heard rumors that in some of the outer mission areas, but not this many.
Okay. So that would affect my character on how he would attack these guys then.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that in for some extra flavor that your character would have heard about it, but it's not like common practice. That this is probably like a much more asshole-ish commander.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll tell what I see to the rest of the party and then go to the second floor.
Okay.
Okay.
You just see Swain just kind of slowly boarding up the windows on the first floor, just kind of looking a little distant as Daniela just kind of stands next to him, just helping him.
Hmm.
Is there something on the second floor?
Um,
Or is it also looted clean?
it's all looted clean. Nothing none of the buildings you go into in this session are gonna really have anything. It's just all looted, blighted buildings. If there was anything valuable, it would have been picked clean long ago. This war's been going on for freaking thousands of years, so the second a city builds up within a couple decades, it's blighted and destroyed. It's on the front lines.
Damn.
Yeah. North side's very prosperous, but South Face they eat each other alive, and especially in this kind of area, they don't really work together very well. We'll word it that way.
Mhm.
So, as you guys are kind of looking around the building, you guys start to see kind of a perimeter get built more firmly. You start to see more like 30, 40, or 50 soldiers with firearms. They don't look very well armed, but each shot
Militia?
each shot could kill you. It's gun. Strength in numbers is the South Face way.
Mm. You're probably
Are
crappy
they
shot,
kind
Joe.
of militia or something?
Yeah, they're like a militia. So they're
So they're
not
not
very
real
good.
trained.
They're not well trained, but if enough fire at
But
you, they're gonna start landing hits.
Yeah, I feel that.
I would say a little bit better aimed than the real life counterparts because yeah, I talked to a friend. He told me about how inaccurate some people are IRL. So
uh,
how do you guys want to approach this? Do you want to like set up and wait for night? Do you want to start trying to like clear them out? How do y'all want to approach this? Swain more just is kind of doing his thing. He doesn't look like he's gonna take the lead on this one because he just kind of looks at you guys and you can tell that the way he would handle it, you guys would not be very happy with.
I do want to try to get around him. There's
I
no
will
child
be.
soldiers outside. There's a bunch of child soldiers outside, so I was thinking. If I had to choose, it's Torden. Torden would probably be, if we have to, go for non-lethal, but most definitely create a distraction and then go out the other side.
Okay, so your goal is to try to get through the alley and just try to get away from the perimeter itself. You don't want to really fight or worry about getting the commanders or
Didn't
anything.
you do explosives or something?
Come to think of it, we have somebody who knows how to make firearms, so she could probably make a small improvised explosive
A little flashbang.
to at least distract them.
Oh,
So like an
no
improvised flashbang, like an IED. Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd allow it if you guys spent some time in the building.
Yeah. You said it's nearing twilight, so we could wait for a little bit, wait for them to start laying their guards down, and then do that.
Yeah. I basically
Right.
disappear head first into the backpack and start rummaging.
Okay.
What's
Me and
her,
Albia
what's
can just
Ari's?
keep watch.
Oh wait, what's Ari's? I know she's a rogue, but what other class is she?
She identifies as a fisherwoman, which is why she's Ari the Fisher.
The Ari Fisher.
Yes.
Artificer.
And then she also seems to be a brawler.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Throwing
Okay.
hands.
So I would say that to make like the flashbang from scratch, it would probably take like about 2 or 3 hours to get like a decent amount of them kind of made. You're very adept in your tinkering, so it wouldn't take too long for you to kind of throw some stuff together since you already have like a bag of holding. So it would make sense that you had like some random improvised materials ready.
Yeah.
Alright, so as a couple hours pass, you guys just hear Ari building some flashbangs. Would you like to test any flashbangs for fun, just to see if how they work or whatever as you're doing it, or do you want to do it more like you're very serious and calm with the flashbangs, or do you want to be more mad scientist style?
I am sitting there grinning and humming
Let's
to
not make
myself,
noise in the building.
just having a good old time, living my best life.
When she's done with one, can I take one?
Yeah. I'd say this would be like over a 3-hour period, so I'd say she'd be able to make probably about 6 or 7, like
Okay.
moderate-sized ones, because it would only take about probably an hour to get the first one made, and once she gets the first one made, it would be like clockwork and just kind of getting the parts together.
Yeah,
And-
get
and-
the first one done, tap his leg, and hand it to him. Hey, here you go.
The real one or the fake one?
I would assume the real one.
Oh, okay.
Give me
You
one
know,
second.
legs. I'm not. No.
Sure.
All right.
You're the one who has to fix it if it breaks.
In the first hour, there's about 10 volleys of gunfire that kind of go into the building. I want everyone to make a dexterity saving throw to just see if they get like any like grazing shots or anything if they get hit. They're all just kind of like blind shots, more like just shooting into the building just randomly.
I mean, I'm basically sitting by his feet, so.
Yeah. You'd probably be fine. Torden's kind of covering for you, and you guys are all like behind cover doing your thing. I just want to see if
I
anyone rolls
basically-
are really low and just randomly gets shot in the arm.
I'm on the second floor.
What would that be? Just a deck
Tola?
saving or what?
It would be a dex saving throw.
You want to click?
I'm on the second floor. Do they shoot there too?
They're just
Licensed
unloading
Indians.
volleys at the at the building. They don't know where you are in the building. They're just like being told to shoot at the building, and like every so often they like do a volley and do their thing. All right, so Ari's good, Alvir's good.
I meant to roll right after that. I just forgot to switch over to
Oh, yeah.
Torden.
do
But
you have
Torden got an 8.
Okay. I would just say you're fine. It's close enough to a 10. I think you're behind cover and perfectly fine. Basically, as long as you don't get lower than like a 5, you should be fine.
Okay.
These are really random. I would say that you technically got hit, but it hit your armor, and it's just like it went through so much shit in the building, it just like kind of bounces off. Maybe scaring Ari a little bit, just like a bullet just whizzes past her as it deflects off your armor.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't notice.
Into the bag, pull out earplugs, keep going. I'm busy. Leave me alone.
So after this time span of getting shot at through the building like a freaking cowboy movie, you do notice Daniela just kind of like glaring out the window a bit. So, as you guys are kind of working to get in the flashbangs, you just see Daniela just kind of like clenching her hand, just like muttering to herself as Swain just kind of puts a hand on her shoulder and just says no. And she just kind of relaxes and just kind of goes upstairs to go chill with Alvier. Zane. So, you guys finish up the flashbangs, and it's about, I'd say about 10-ish o'clock at night about, so the moon's out, but it's still dark enough that you guys would be kind of cloaked by the dark.
Get those done. Tap on your leg, hand you one, and just grin. An evil grin. That's a pointy teeth.
Yep. The first thing I do is
Shark.
I pull the pin on one and with both hands clasp it around Zane's hands really fast. And just have him just walk towards the window.
What?
Okay.
Hot potato.
Zane, I need you to throw this out the window. And the spoon's still attached and everything. It's just you now have what looks to be an arm grenade in your hands.
Zane, how do you react? You know all your explosive experience welling up inside your heart.
Oh god.
You just
Hang
handed
on, give me a
the
moment.
frick-
Throw off weight.
Something
My
your
computer
leg
just-
and
My
spinning
computer
at
just
you.
ended up working again, so I have to check something.
It's like
Give me a
telling
moment.
you.
Ooh.
I gave the kobold.
Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way.
Oh.
What do I throw? The troll fate.
Do a dexterity. You're a dexterity type person. You've thrown enough grenades and almost blown up the party a few times. You're kind of used to throwing grenades.
Yeah.
Our resident
I'll just
arsonist.
throw it outside the window.
Yeah.
Troll fate.
Yeah, just do a dexterity. Oh my! Oh, you did a save, but I think that works. You got a nat 20, so fuck it. Regardless of anything, you chuck it. Do you have any specific? Actually, no. You just chucked it. So as you chuck it out the window with that lucky nat 20, none of the kids see you. No one sees anything. They just hear a little dink, and then a dink and a dink. And Ari, do you have any like threatening things that you add to the flashbang, or is it just a flashbang? Did you add any like hysterical laughter or anything chaotic?
Kobe.
Alright, he has the rolls, by the way.
The first one I hand to him is just for distraction. I might have put some stuff in the other ones though.
Okay. So as it just kind of dinks and rolls,
Kobe.
with basically a guided hand, it lands right in front of one of the commanders, flashbanging him, as you just hear a grown man start screaming like a little girl, as his eyes are just blinded, his ears are hurting, and he starts sobbing like he's like 12. And the kids are just kind of in complete disarray, just wondering what hit them, who hit them, did someone die? They're not very good at this. You know what? Just for some flavor, I'll say if like 3 of the kids just start shooting and accidentally hit each other in the shoulders.
Oh my gosh. Child on child violence.
So, the front is
Maybe I
completely
should
distracted.
myself.
They're just like shooting randomly in the streets at the buildings.
I'll take initiative and find somewhere else to cover outside of the building.
Yeah, you guys are fine right now. They're just like shooting and they're missing everything. The back entrance is completely clear right now. Most of the soldiers ran, and if it's only like 1 or 2, you guys could easily just stomp them out and just freaking knock them out.
Yeah. I'm gonna climb up on
Okay.
his back so I can keep up.
All right, we have Ari mounted.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back. So, the flashbang goes off into just a random commander up front. He's screaming like a little girl.
Okay.
You guys are
so
free to run
through the
outside
back
the
door,
back.
right?
Yeah.
Is there anyone close near the back door?
There'd be like 1 child soldier completely scared and confused, and just a quick bonk to them would just knock them out.
I'll lunge at him.
You'll one-shot him as in murder or knock him out?
Knock.
Oh.
I'm just gonna knock him out.
Alright.
Punch him and knock him out.
Daniela just looks at the kid and just sighs that the lack of bloodshed, even though she actually cares about kids. So, as you guys are running through the alley, you guys have 2 options. You could take the left way or the right way. Choose.
Left.
Left?
Left.
2 votes left.
I'll go with right.
1 vote
I'll
right.
go with right.
2 votes right. Hakeem, you choose.
He just said be right back.
Oh.
Oh no.
Alright,
I'm
I'm
kinda
gonna
moving to the right,
flip a
but-
coin. I'm gonna flip a coin.
Roll 1d83 and see what happens.
I was gonna do a flip a coin, but I'll do a 1d83.
Okay.
A 38. That's on the lower
Okay,
half.
that's even.
Oh, that's even?
Yeah.
I don't get this. Alright. I'm just gonna say that's left. Lower left, upper right. I don't know. So you guys go left, unless y'all want to split up.
I mean, I'm sticking with him, so.
Well, Torden and Ari just bolt to the left as the rest of the party goes right. do y'all want that to be what happens? Because I'm down with that.
Why not?
Gordon
Let's go.
is totally listening to you guys, yelling at him to go right.
Alright,
He still
so
goes left.
I'm moving your icons like this, and then the rest of the party's going right with y'all.
I twist around to look behind us to see everybody else going the other direction.
The irony is this is actually how it... I literally held... when I said left or right, I held up how many people you'd encounter, and the right had 5 people and the left had 2.
Works.
Seriously?
Look for me.
So it's literally like the perfect balance. Alright, so... The right group sees 2 generic male child soldiers, one with a little bit of a larger gun, she's female, and another 2 with the hold on now. I need to scroll in so I can actually see. Alright. And then the left group, you see 2 edgy ones with handguns.
Okay, let me do my war cry.
So, as you guys are running through the alley, give me 1 second. The left group,
I know.
need 20. The left group, one of the soldiers notices you guys, and the kid just like holds up his handgun real quick, and he shoots off a couple shots.
I'm going to.
I assume those all miss you, Torden. I don't think
I have
14 hits.
22 AC, so I'm good.
Okay. They all just kind of glance off you.
Yeah.
Which one shot?
The one on the left.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas for me, most of what they could see is my ears sticking up. So
Yeah, they just
I'm
saw
pretty
like
well
the Hulk. They saw the Hulk
Yeah.
running through, and they just started shooting. No questions.
me.
They're like, we're gonna die. Kill.
I'm just gonna run over the one on the left.
I'm actually going to reach into the bag and grab another one of the flashbangs I made
All right.
and
So
kind of give him a little kick, like keep going as I toss one at them.
all right.
I would like to just run over the one on the left. Just not stop, just into him and keep running.
Yeah, you're big enough. You just like bulldoze him. So these guys just kind of like get left in the wind as you guys are just like sprinting down the street. You guys don't know where you're going. You're just going somewhere, and you're going somewhere fast.
Yeah.
The other group though notices that
Okay.
they ran into a machine gunner
We're back. We're
and
good.
a couple other girls with rifles, and then a couple boys with some knives, and I'm just gonna
I'm back.
do a general spray approach for each of the gunners at group on the group
Yeah.
on the left. I mean on the right. So everyone make a dexterity saving throw for me, because it's just a general spray at you guys.
Okay.
Also, Harry, welcome.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
And press.
Welcome.
Okay, I pressed it. 19 plus the 3 modifier, 22.
Okay, so you're fine.
Wait. You said saving throw, right?
Yeah.
I pressed the dexterity, the other dexterity one. Okay, now
Okay,
I have it.
just add the modifier. That's all you have to do is change the modifier. I think you're gonna be fine though.
12 plus 7 is 19.
Okay. So, Hakeem, also roll a dexterity saving throw.
It's already copy and pasted.
Oh,
22.
Okay. So You notice that their weapons are a little bit more heavy machinery, and they kind of start spraying higher powered rounds at you guys.
Oh, so they got good guns.
Yeah, they're more like standard issue, but they have like some weird shit with it. It's just more like South Face slapping shit together and having it be more of like a spraying gun.
Ah.
So,
I want to.
everyone dodges perfectly fine except Zane. You kind of start getting lit up by the 3 firemen, firing girls. I made your dexterity save to the rolls, and every single one of the girls just starts lighting you up.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
yeah. I'll do my war cry.
So Zane, you
So
get
should I
hit with.
roll intimidation?
I'm saying it's like spraying. It's the same as your guys' guns, but I'm just saying it's like belt loaded and stuff. It's not like technically any better or worse. I'm just saying like the machinery's a little bit different. So Zane, you get hit with a couple bullets for 5 damage. Then the girl with the other rifle sprays you and shoots you for 11 damage. And then the lady with the the soldier with the extended kind of machine gun style gun, she kind of unloads into you and does 18 damage.
God damn.
So Zane just like was not looking and just saw a massive spray of ammunition in his direction and just got lit up like a freaking pinata.
I'd like to mention that these are just kids.
Yeah, when you're in an alleyway and they just have a lot of rapid firing guns, it's a little bit hard in the night to dodge the ammunition flying at you.
No. I mean, I'm not going to kill children.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying they just kind of lit up Zane for what 18 plus 11 plus 5.
And I'm still alive. So
Yeah.
let me scare them if I can.
I will
War
say
cry.
though, the 2 boys holding knives, they did not dodge, they did not duck, and they did not follow their 1 week of training before getting handed knives. So, yeah.
So
Was that a friendly fire situation?
yeah.
Well, you know, when you have 3 people with a total age demographic of 45 combined between the 3 of them, they're not very good shots. They just had a lot of ammunition and just held down, and recoil's a bitch.
Right. Oh god.
And then as they saw me still alive, I do my war cry and charge at them like a rabid dog.
You're a gunner.
Oh
you
my-
wanna run at them with like your sword and just...
I don't think you should do that.
I mean, you're technically
wanna scare-
within. You're technically within the range to run at them. You're within the 20 feet rule. So if you want to run at them with the knife or sword or whatever.
Oh my gosh. Zane is gonna go slaughter children.
I'm gonna do it like this. So you see the one with the long rifle?
The standard issue rifle A or the standard issue rifle B on in the 2
middle?
front. You want to go in between them and go for the machine gunner
Yeah.
that lighted you up for 18 damage. All right.
I'm not gonna swing anything. I just do you know how I hold both of the rifle and kind of pin her down?
So you want to go for like a you want to go for a grapple thing and with the butt of your gun.
Yeah. Grab both of her rifle and then pin her down.
Okay, so you're gonna have to roll a strength roll with that.
You sure you don't want me to handle that, bro? Like I can probably knock all
You're
like at
also
least 2 of them
bleeding
out.
profusely from like multiple orifices.
Just bombastic side eyes Zane like, nah, bro, please, just.
Zane just
Who
like
has
shot like
initiative?
16 times in the chest, and he's like, "I'm gonna beat this fucking child with my gun." Bro's shorter
Let's
than
just
the
say
little
Zen is
girls.
in. Let's just say Zen is in the state of rage.
Zane ready to
He has
throw
a.
hands with middle
He's a
schoolers with
barbarian
guns.
now. What the?
Oh my god! All right, so that was a strength save. Did you do? Did you mean?
Oh, what do you need?
What's your modifier for a strength like roll in general? Because the save is with a 5. I'm just checking. What's your modifier with the normal strength check?
If he fails it, can we just say he trips in the snow and he doesn't even get that far?
You know what? I'll do that as mercy and just think about the fact that in his
He failed.
so
Awesome.
no. So Zane runs past, gets like 5 feet, and then just trips as McKeem just kind of like holds his foot over his back and is like, "You're not having that. No."
Awesome.
This holds him
Can
down.
Can I do something instead now?
Yeah.
All right. Instead, I'm gonna get the They don't have high AC, do they? Right?
Well, I don't know. Do you consider rags on your body with slight patches of plastic and random things on your armor as heavy armor?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to incapacitate them.
All right. What, you don't
Can I
want
go
to
for?
you don't want to bring out the Reaver's Edge on a bunch of middle
Heck
schoolers?
no! What the freak? No. No. Oh my god.
Bro, you just hear the Reaver's Edge be like, fresh blood.
Heck no. Just for that, just because he said that, I'm gonna take out the were-rat killer and knock him out with the unpointed end.
Can you get Ramrod a link? Yeah, let me get that. Oh.
I can knock out probably 2 of these guys because I got the 2 attack thing or whatever. All right, so I think it's +8 for the to roll for hit for where we're at. All right. So
Oh, you're
first roll.
using the
Do
where?
I'm using the blunt end of it. I'm not using the pointy end.
Oh,
of
you
it.
don't want to stab a middle school girl?
Heck no, I just want to knock him out. It's a rod, bro. It's a staff. It's a melee weapon. It's just gonna knock him out.
Bro, I'm sorry, you did not just say rod.
What?
No, never mind.
Get the frick out. Sorry, Ramrod, yo. It's nice to
Doesn't
meet
bother
you,
me
by
at
the
all.
way.
No problem.
Alright, I sent
That's
it
a
in.
25 to hit. That's a 25 to hit.
Alright, so you take your massive stick and just slap a little girl across the face.
Hey, she could have. I mean, it's not that much damage. It's just 6 damage.
Yeah, but
She's gonna be fine.
She's crying very painfully. She gets a
Okay,
small
cool.
splinter in her face.
Okay, cool. Did she drop her weapon because of that? She's stunned out. I'm gonna be like, hey. I'm gonna be like, hey, none of that.
I'll allow you to do a bonus action because you're like 3 feet taller than her and she's like holding a weapon. She just got hit in the face. She's kind of crying that she almost murdered a dude.
I'm gonna yell for all of them to drop their weapons or they're gonna get smacked in the face like I just hit her.
Roll the hold on.
Intimidation? Because I have intimidation.
Roll the intimidation if you can intimidate them to drop their weapons.
Okay, let me see if I can make this work. I have a +5 in intimidation. Let's see if it works. It's a 11.
I'll give you advantage and let you roll again.
Okay.
Because it doesn't really make sense that a man would just literally just bash a girl over the head with a freaking massive staff.
I didn't bash her over the head.
You hit her hard enough to make her bleed and cry a bit. She's not like permanently
It's like one of
damaged.
those. It's like one of those smacks that children got back when they were in like school and stuff. You know, way back in the days.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. I'm just saying, bro. Like to them, bro, it was just like you smacked her like the life out of her, and she's just like
Even with
crying. No, I'm
even
saying
with
from their
intimidation, like the higher roll was 11.
bro, they just start like crying and they just start like kind of like reloading their not reloading, but like just start trying to like aim their guns at you.
Okay, before the other one can even do that, I'm gonna aim at the one to my side.
Nah,
'cause I
bro,
think I seen it.
dude, you already hit them, bro.
No, I have 2 attacks, bro. What are you talking
Oh
about?
shit, yeah, good point. Never mind.
Yes.
Never mind.
Yeah, nah, trying to rob me of that, bro. What the freak?
I like to do a persuasion check to try and tell them that we're not here to hurt them and that we can help them. They
He
just have to
already
put the
hurt
weapons
one of
down.
them.
No, this is a punishment.
And
This
I'm
isn't a
red.
hurting. That only did 6 damage. They're gonna be fine.
Oh
So the
my
one that's
God.
on the side of me, right here, you see that one?
Okay.
I'm gonna quickly turn to her and like, let's see, bro. That was a crit straight unarmed strike. That was a crit to hit. Oh god.
Bro is just boxing basically toddlers to him. I'm just saying that landed for 6 damage as well.
Hammer.
Actually, no, I'm gonna say for
Yeah.
10 because it was a crit. I don't even care. It goes
Okay.
through.
Yeah. All right. So that knocked her out, right?
Nah, dude. These little
Oh
girls
my
are
freaking
crying. They're
God.
just like coughing blood. They're like
They have tears in their eyes. I don't think they're gonna be able to shoot me, even if I'm in front of them.
I mean, they could spray at your party.
They could spray at the party. All right. Let me see how they pull this off. I'm gonna, even though intimidation isn't gonna work, I'm gonna be like, you should probably drop that kid.
I
the
already
2
got
that you
hit
hit.
for 34 damage. Come on. Let me at him.
You're in the back of the freaking party, and you're talking about like, oh, just stay in the snow, just stay ducked. That's what you should have did the first time. Who never got shot.
All right, Narza, what you wanted to try to roll like a persuasion to them?
Yeah, to get them to put down their weapons and that we can help them.
Try to roll the persuasion.
All right.
I'm just
19
trying to
plus 2, 21.
do a scared straight maneuver on them. I'm not trying to hurt them, like kill them or whatever.
So as McKeem is like basically just bonking the shit out of 2 of them, you calmly talk to the one that is not getting beaten with a stick. And you tell her calmly, it's okay, just put
Nobody
down
has
the
to-
gun.
And nobody put down the guns and nobody else has to get hurt. We just want to help you. Okay?
She just kind of looks at you with tears in her eyes, and she just like is like quivering with the gun in her hand, knowing that if she defies orders and goes back, she'll probably be killed. But
Can I look at her
she's
and
not
go
being
like, you see this?
Bro, you're just gonna scare the girl into shooting.
Bruh,
At least the
I will
girl
be like,
on
you
the
see
left
this sword?
steps
You want
away.
this instead? Oh, she moved away. That's an
Okay.
opportunity attack.
Bro, no. I'm saying she just like kind of steps away a little bit. I'm just moving.
That's an opportunity attack.
Bro,
No,
do you
no,
want to
we're
beat
not
the girl and stop
Yes.
the persuasion? Bro, she's like stopping the fighting. She's like crying.
She put the
She's
gun
listening
down?
to us.
Did
She's
she put the
holding
gun
it,
down?
but she's hesitating. She's not like shooting anyone. She wants to because she needs to follow
Okay,
orders, but
so
she's not.
instead of smacking her with the stick, I'm just gonna point it at her. I'm gonna be like, you should probably put that down. Like as a warning.
She starts to cry a little bit more as the gun just kind of like quivers in her hands as Daniela steps up behind Narza and just kind of has fire in her hand and just glares at the girl until she drops the gun.
Yeah, you don't want to demon the crispy. You drop the weapons.
The girl on the left drops the gun, but the girl with the machine gun that you hit really hard with the stick, she's not putting the gun down.
Okay, I see how I'm gonna have to do this.
The girl that you like sucker punched in the gut, she's just like on the floor crying, and she technically has the gun in her hand, but she's like curled up in a ball just crying.
Yeah, she's prone right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying she's prone at this point. She's just sobbing on the floor.
All right, cool.
The girl in the back with her gun, she's just like screaming at you, like, you bastards from North Side, you did this, you bastards! Just crying and screaming.
Oh, we're not from North Side. We're not.
I kind of
We're
like
just
give a
trying to
bombastic
stop the
side eye
war.
when he says that. Yeah, speak for yourself, bro.
She doesn't understand the politics and what's going on. She just has always been told that North Side's been coming in and like attacking them and stuff, and she was forced into it. And she's just holding the gun like trying to aim it at you, but anytime she tries to aim it, you just like hit her with the stick. Not hard, but just enough to get her to put the gun down.
Would you rather be a refugee or wind up in a body bag?
She kind of like looks up at you with tears in her eyes and puts the gun down and starts trying to run.
I just want to like trip her in the snow so she won't like run. If she runs back, she's gonna get killed by our commanders. All right, I'm just gonna trip her and like grab her and stuff and be like, listen, there are orphanages that can take care of you and stuff. I mean, and I have someone back home that probably might be open to adopting all three of you. So chill out with all that.
She's just crying and she just lets the gun drop and she nods.
It's like, hey, do you want to work on a ship perchance? Referencing to the orphans that we still have on the ship for pretty much. They are on the ship.
No. They're on Island 2. You guys left them on Island 2 to get taken care of by Hal Gore and the bartender.
Okay, yeah, we can send them back over there then. If we get
Yeah.
a chance.
So the little girls, they begrudgingly kind of follow you. They're not gonna fight with you, but they're gonna like just kind of. This is turned into an escort mission at this point.
Okay, cool.
So after that commotion, I would say Torden and Ari would hear the gunshots and kind of rendezvous with you guys, wondering where all the rapid gunfire came from.
Yeah, y'all see us come. You know, he comes running up. I'm on his shoulders, gesticulating very emphatically, giving him directions.
It's weird. She heard the gunshots and I didn't.
I'll Yachiru from
Sounds right.
Reach. Except you don't have the shit sense of direction.
Oh no, Jordan just can't hear.
That sounds right.
Jordan's deaf. I don't know why I always forget that.
I mean, the
Ari
amazing
just points him in the right direction from the gunshots, and Torn's just wondering why the fuck she's pointing him in a specific way.
I mean, it's a wonder that I'm not deaf, given the playing around with explosives and such. But I'm smart. I have earplugs.
I mean, you have earplugs, and you are a goblin. Goblins do tend to have good hearing, so.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is a playable goblin race?
Yeah.
I did not see that anywhere. Just but I mean, is he?
Yeah,
is she? I'm guessing it's another. It's another thing on DnD Beyond where you can get a playable goblin race.
It's a little weird on D&D Beyond. They used Roll20. It's always been in the rules that you could play monster races, and there is stuff in different books, and especially in the older editions, it was a lot more common. But I'm pretty sure Goblin's always been a standard. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks for
Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah,
if
Can I
we
I
know
get the
that.
pitch like patched up and stuff like that, and like it just be like, you guys don't have to fight with us, but keep your weapons just in case they're gonna think your turn card's already, so you gotta defend yourself and don't shoot at us.
Oh, okay.
Are you
You see
sure?
the
If they
girl
are
with the
behind us,
machine gun just kind of crying and nodding to you. She's scared and she kind of looks over at Zane, realizing how much blood he's kind of lost because she just like
Pop a
unloaded.
potion, Zane. You're looking kind of bad, bro. Jeez.
yeah, chuck a potion.
You just see like blood on her hands from like the amount of people she's had to like shoot at.
hmm Is it possible I can get these three to like split a potion, like just a minor potion or
Oh
whatever?
yeah. I'm not even gonna
Okay.
make you give them one specifically. It'll just be like for free.
Okay. Awesome.
You just give them each like a potion to split, and they kind of heal up a little bit from the little bit of a beating you had to give them to make them comply.
I mean, it's better beaten than a body bag, yo.
I
Yeah.
mean, the chain of command is the chain that I use to beat you to establish command. There we go.
Yeah,
Yep.
the
There
chain
it
of
is.
command.
Yeah.
Would Ari have like a literal chain that she calls the chain of command in her bag? I don't know why, but I feel like she would.
Yeah, probably. A little bit of everything in there.
Yeah.
No touch is mine.
No touchy.
No touching.
Nice.
So you got personal
My
Doraemon pockets.
Also, does Ramrod have like a character sheet ready and like a character name and stuff, or is he
I
just
just
like
need to
chilling?
know what level character I need to build.
Level 9.
Give me the
Okay.
main.
I'll get one built real quick.
8 or
Alright.
9.
8 or 9?
Maybe a level 8.
I'm just
Start him with
putting
a
everyone at
debuff?
I'm just putting people to level 9. So you guys kind of get settled in with your new escort mission. Fortunately, this is not an MMORPG. They do not run 50 miles behind you, and they do not randomly start opening fire on the random rabbits.
Nice.
Just want to put that there. I know escort missions are terrifying in games. They may
Yeah.
be little, but they do understand the idea of opening fire in a war zone is not smart.
Mm-hmm.
So, you now have 3 small children, the age of probably 13, 14, and 15, following behind you with machine guns in their hands. Congratulations.
Nice.
Can I reach down and pat one on the head?
Yes, you may. You slightly dismount off of Torden to pat them on the head, feeling a sense of authority that you do not usually feel as a short goblin.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then with a big toothy
I think she
grin.
mostly feels motherly instincts, because kids.
No, she's taller than them. She commands them.
She's taller than them by like 2 centimeters, and she's like what, like 30 or something.
It's like Invader's Dim. The tallest person has the right of way.
Exactly.
Wow.
Aren't
I
goblins
give a
Amazing.
like,
big
I
toothy
don't
grin though, for
know,
sure.
3, maybe 4-ish feet tall?
Well, she's
am I
tall
wrong?
right now because she's mounted to Torden.
Meanwhile, Zane, they still shot me 28 shot wound. I said, bro, you should have ducked.
Zane ready to throw hands with frickin' middle schoolers.
I would throw hands with Zane if he decided to throw hands with middle school. That's just crazy work.
Like I
I
said,
already had to
that's
smack him with a stick.
Danielle has just been waiting to crisp someone, but unfortunately everyone's been a child so far. So, as you guys start to walk down the street, from the rampant gunfire, it does alert a lot of people, but luckily you do have quite a few flashbangs or whatever flashbangs. So You guys get out of the town relatively safely. You guys do get, some minor grazing wounds, but nothing like worth like actually like writing down. Anything can be healed away pretty quickly that you receive. Just imagine yourselves getting kind of shot and putting on a couple bandages as you guys get out of the main city. So, you guys enter into the woods and start making your long trek back to your camp and realize that you never really got any information, but you do at least have 3 people saved.
We have minions, yay!
The minions.
We have minions.
So, as you guys kind of walk back, you do hear some rustling in the bushes. Very quick and adept movements from small sounding individuals.
I'm going to pull my rifle out of the backpack and just be ready.
Alright. I'm just moving the little girls out of the way because they're not going to be fighting. They're going to just be taking cover.
It seems like we might have more child soldiers on our hands. Let's just be preemptive about that. Let's get the jump on them.
I will say, though, you do hear the noises being a lot faster. It sounds like these are very experienced people.
Oh. So instead of child soldiers, we're probably going to be shooting at women this time. Great.
Oh my god! Not every single character I make a bad guy is a villain, a woman, or a child.
I mean,
but it is children. It is children.
We're all 3.
But this time it's boys.
Oh gosh.
So as you guys
I'm here with that doubt.
So as you guys are, do you guys kind of like what kind of like position do you get in? Because you guys are like trying to walk, but you guys are also trying to protect the 3 girls.
Well, obviously the biggest meat shield's protecting the little girls, I guess. I mean, but is the sound coming from the...
Do you want them in a circle or something, or like how are you thinking? Because you hear it like almost from the rooftops. I mean, not rooftops, the treetops. They're in the fucking trees.
Oh my freaking god!
Is there
Hey, can we just
building
pick
I
up the
can
pace?
climb?
Huh?
I'm totally sitting on Torden's back, with my rifle, elbows resting on his head, looking up.
Yeah, you notice multiple what appear to be children of different races, some tabaxi, some normal humans. But they all are very fast. They're jumping from branch to branch. And you do all notice that they are armed with 2 handguns each.
How the frick are they faster than grown behind freaking adults? Let's pick up the pace, people. Run. Sheesh, man.
Okay. So, do y'all just want to run, or do you want to, like, fight this?
We're running. We're running. I'm not about to get dusted by some children and shot at. That's crazy, bro.
Well, I never said they were technically faster, but they're as fast as you. They can keep up.
How the frick are they keeping up with a grown soldier? What?
Okay.
So, give me a second. Let me roll a d20 on my phone, so I don't have to run it on there. I wanna see how many assailants you'll have right now.
I rolled a 20 for
Pray to the gods.
D20.
Okay, I'm not going with that low. Okay, I'm not doing. God damn it! Okay, there we go. I had to re-roll it 2 times. I was not about to only have 4 or 5.
I mean, hey, the roll of the dice, bro.
Nah, bro. I was gonna see up to 20, but it was gonna be higher than 7.
What?
Yeah.
You just want us to take out some child soldiers, don't you?
I want to give Daniela a chance.
No.
You're not
Freaking
having a
no.
chance to kill.
At
I
this
said
point,
Daniela a chance. I said Daniela a chance.
I'm gonna look back at Daniela. I'm gonna be like, listen, Daniela, you play your cards right, and you can go home with me.
She looks and just scoffs and says, "Not my type."
I mean, we already did have a go at it, and you seemed pretty satisfied.
She looks away and flips you off.
I mean, just shrugs.
I hear
Alright.
all of this and just cackle.
All right, guys. So we're gonna have a very fun time. Everyone, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Here we go with this
Oh,
bullcrap
no.
again.
Yeah, I got you.
I will
I mean,
say though, you do
everybody-
notice that they would probably go down in a hit or two.
I got
think we're
I
winning
got a
numbers.
nat 20 and
I have a
and
16.
+7. Yeah, I got a nat 20 just
But
and a
I
plus
had a
7
two.
modifier.
The fact that
Good
Torden
one.
only got a 2.
Okay.
I mean, technically, I'm on your back, so my dexterity is not helping me here.
Okay. So basically what it sounds like is the only one who's gonna be fine is okay. So I thought someone else said besides Narza having the 20.
I have a
Yeah, I
16.
got a nat
Okay.
20.
Everyone except Zane, I'm not Zane, Hakeem and
What? Me again? Me
Narza.
again?
Yeah,
Why are you picking on me? Why
luckily
are you
though,
picking on me?
each of the guns are only handguns, so this time the damage won't be as much, but you will be shot more times.
I mean, I hope you popped that potion back there, Alvier, and not just was like, oh, I took damage and I'm not gonna heal and just complain about it, blah, blah, blah.
Alright,
Took my
so
potion.
about 10 shots kind of start shooting at you. Zane, we're gonna start with you and then we're gonna start going down the order.
God dang, bro.
So, give me a second.
Why
Actually.
me?
D20 plus 4.
Should have ducked.
Careful. So, as these are handguns, and it is also an ambush style
My
kind
roll?
of volley.
Fuck.
Give me a sec. You have chances for each of the 10 shots for you. Oh god, one of them crit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I'm dead.
7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So you got hit. What's your AC? I think it was like 19.
17 plus
Okay.
3.
So 1 shot hits, 2 shots hit, 1 crit, 2. So you got hit 6 times with 2 crits.
Oh. Ugh.
Wow.
I might have overcalculated how many targets.
Ugh. That man is Swiss cheese now.
Alright, give me a second. So
Raven
6
trying to kill
times.
me.
Hold
No.
on. 6 times 6.
What did I do to you, Raven? Why are you
Plus
trying to kill me?
8. Alright, you take 44 points of damage.
God dang, brother, you okay?
I thought
am
your
not.
armor would block more shots.
That's always how Raven calculates it. Next thing you know, somebody's dropping in the snow covered in blood.
I'm incapacitated.
Listen, boys, this is rampant gunfire. It's really dangerous. At least you can block
Oh, you're
a
knocked
dragon.
out? You're knocked out right now, Alvier?
Your one shot, your sniper got shot down.
I got 34 even after chugging potion last time. Okay.
Alright,
So you're 1 point away from finished.
You just go down. One of you has to pick him up. The only
Oh
other
my
person
freaking God.
I
that
got
gets
him.
hit is Lysmith, but they still have to go through your armor though. That's the thing. Is the first time is y'all were just like clean shots. This time they're like jumping around the trees. Y'all are running, so they actually have to make the hits, even though they like
I'm
hit
not a
you.
tank. Why me?
All right, so Torden, prepare to get unloaded on with ammunition.
All right.
Oh, gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every single shot fucking bounces off.
Yep. I'm gonna pick up
He's
Owl and
tired,
continue
though.
running with him.
And
Y'all see my disappear down behind his head.
all right, and to be fair, Daniela gets hit a few times, probably. Let's do this. So 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot hits her, 4 shot hits her, 5 shot misses, 6 shot crits her, and then the rest just kind of
God.
like hit her a few times. So she got hit for like, I'll just round it and say like 35 points of damage.
God
Torton just needs
dang.
a shield so he can run in front of everything from now on.
He needs a shield
Yeah.
for that. Oh,
He is a shield.
yeah, exactly.
I have my own shield. Yay.
I'm surprised Alvier didn't grab like one of the 3 kids that were escorting and use those as a meat shield, but you know, considering he hated the children, but yeah, it is what it is. Better him than the children, right?
You will notice though, as Daniela gets shot, you see her eyes just kind of glow a like dark crimson red as she just turns around and watches the blood that flows off her body just stab into like 3 or 4 of the children as they fall from the trees, as they ignite
Oh
into
no.
crimson blood.
Oh no.
She at least took out
I'm
4
gonna.
What was that?
She just glances over and says, "Just shut up and run."
Listen,
I'm gonna
we
kind of
are
lower
weird. We
lower
don't
my head,
kill
kind of
children.
disdainfully, but continue to run. I mean, she already did it. It's already too late. We can't do anything about it. It's
To
just
be fair, she only murdered 4 of them that hit her, and only the 2 that crit her. So it's fine.
I'm gonna yell back into the trees. If you kids know what's good for you, y'all back the freak off.
So
Tell your commanders that you lost us.
about half of them just kind of fell out of the tree from her attack, and they're just cooked. They are still pursuing you, but they're a little more wary now. Swain's just kind of running next to Daniela, just like kind of glaring at her. Okay, let me roll this. Let's see if if y'all get to camp without any issues. Makeem, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Here we go again.
You're almost at your
Get that
camp,
crap.
but
I have a 20.
all right. Let's see if they can. What I said, there's 4 people, so I'll just do 3. You get shot at a few times, but most of the shots just bounce off you without any issue. They're starting to get really out of range because they're in the trees, and you guys are kind of starting to go towards the cleared out camp way for you guys. So the footsteps in the trees stop, and you lose them. Well, less of lose them and more arrive out of their domain and get back to your little camp with your I think I said it was the major came with you. Yeah, the major came with you. The colonel was staying back at yeah. So you come back with 3 kids, a lot of bloodied men, Zane bleeding the fuck out, needing some immediate medical attention, and at least 3 kids are fine. So you guys are safe right now because you guys are at camp. It appears the children in the trees are more skirmishers and ambushers. So they're not gonna like come out into the open because they know they'll get fucking cooked.
Literally.
Yeah.
Let's get Alvier patched up. Can we send the kids back with the major or what? And then tell them the news back
Yeah.
over here.
One of the people that comes with you just kind of picks up the kids and nods and gets a small ferry ready and basically uses the equivalent of a radio to say, we got 3 orphans, send extract.
Can I take that machine gun from her?
It's
She's
literally
not gonna need that.
What I'm saying is it's just for flavor. It's the same stats as your weapons. I'm just saying for flavor. It would be the same thing as you
Okay,
just
then.
unloading the gun in a rapid fire. I just was saying instead she just used a machine gun. It was slightly better than the other ones, but your gear's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all see me just pout a little bit that the kids are going away because I liked being slightly taller than somebody.
Only
I mean,
barely.
you're taller than Zane right now.
Yeah, the one that's laid
considering-
out.
Yeah.
Dead?
Yeah. Well, he's
He's
not
alive.
dead.
He's
We're
alive. He's just
we're currently like
bleeding.
patching him up. We're getting him wrapped up with some bandages, applying pressure. The whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Would I have the equivalent to super glue?
No, duct tape.
Duct tape made of ducks.
Oh God.
Well, no, super glue was originally for first aid, so
I always forget that fact.
yeah, if you've managed to forget that fact, it's because you never actually tried it.
Does it work that well?
It actually does work very well and stings like a bitch.
Nice.
Hmm.
I like to
Depends on
shock
what brand
myself
you
with the
get.
tens unit.
Oh,
I don't know.
that's an interesting factoid. Okay.
I don't know. It just seemed relevant to it because I was like, well, I like to apply pain to my muscles.
Meanwhile, Hakeem just looks at this stream's camera concerned. Like, what?
So,
Wait,
you guys
he
are
breaks
chilling
the
at
fourth wall.
Yeah. Here
Yeah.
gonna be like
Definitely.
duct tape was here. And you have sustained it.
Duct tape wizard.
For real. So who's patching up Zane right now? Is it Ari with the duct tape and just like pulling out very questionable medical practice equipment?
I mean, I already started wrapping his body up with bandaging and stuff and applying pressure to his wounds. I mean,
Okay.
well, I removed some of the bullets from him or whatever.
Alright.
Dude's gonna look rough as heck.
I can remove the bullets. Rummages in the bag, comes back with a big magnet.
Oh, well, that works, I guess.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't know if they'd be. Well, would the tips be magnetic? I don't know if they'd be
Are they
jacketed.
shooting steel core or jacket?
I think they'd just be shooting normal lead.
Well, they probably have copper jackets, so yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
Either way, both of those are non-ferrous materials. The magnet doesn't work.
Yeah.
Let it dream. It's D&D.
I mean, considering some of the rich.
This gets the shrapnel from the shells out of him and all that. It's just like, hey, you're gonna be fine, buddy, and you can't really complain about medical practices.
I love how
Harry,
there's
wait.
no official medic on the crew.
I look at Torden.
He's a medic. He does preemptive healing.
Crouches down next to Zane, looks him in the eyes, and goes, "Don't worry, all bleeding stops eventually."
Yeah, when he's dead.
Ari reaches over and pats him on the head.
Did a shoddy
yeah. Good pep talk.
a shoddy like wrap work on his wounds and stuff. It's like, I mean, the bleeding stopped. He still appears conscious, or well, not dead at least. He's making noise.
You just hear him just like breathing heavy, like.
I'll just stare and judge at you all.
Should I pour pour a potion down his mouth or something like that? Would that help?
I mean, I was gonna let y'all have a long rest, but if you want to have a shorter rest, we can do that.
Nah, let's long rest it. Let's long rest.
I mean, I was gonna
Get
give you the
dude.
whole night. You know, y'all can get ready and go back into town. You know, I mean, y'all can get going.
I already pressed the button, bro. We're taking this long rest.
I mean, Harry and I both, we're military guys. We know how to stop bleeding, like in real life. If you apply a tourniquet to the neck, that usually solves the problem.
Permanently.
Tourniquet to the neck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is good.
Bleeding.
Yeah.
Isn't
Well,
that like
stops the
choking
bleeding,
someone out?
Yeah.
but it
Don't
stops the
kink
bleeding.
shame.
It's gonna
It's not-
stop the bleeding. If he dead.
You can't bleed if your heart's not pumping. Well, I mean, you
That's
can,
what
but
the
it's...
frick I'm saying. No. Kind of just looks
What,
at
you
the
don't want
both
to
of them
offer a
like,
kobold to the Reaver's Edge, bro?
I'm just gonna look in the sky at like some invisible voice that's telling me this bull crap and be like, nah, we're not doing that, cuz. Is he stable now? Is he healing
Oh,
up?
well, he's
That's what
stable. Yeah,
matters.
no. You guys are fine.
I'm mentally
You weren't
unstable.
doing any death. You weren't doing any death saves. You guys were fine.
Awesome.
This
Awesome.
is just flavor.
You're gonna be fine, buddy.
I'm not
Next
doing
time, duck.
You just see Daniela glance down at Zane and just like kind of be like, and she just kind of like goes to her tent, just kind of upset. So Daniela just kind of goes to her tent, and Swain just kind of chills with the party. What do you want to do in camp?
Can I do something?
I mean, you can do whatever you want in camp, but I don't know. You're kind of hurt. Just don't die. Based.
Need worse buddies.
Challenge
I would
for
like to
Zane.
bring
Try not to
Zane
die.
over towards Ari's workbench as she starts making more explosives.
Okay. What kind of
Worse
explosives?
buddies.
I mean, nothing too crazy. Maybe just like we can make like a demon core, or maybe like
Oh,
a
a demon
dirty
core is
bomb.
always fun. Very casual equipment.
Yeah.
Are you guys using the 5e base or the beta?
We do 5e base, but we do a lot of homebrew stuff. So basically, build it, and if you have a question about something you want to tweak, just ask, and I'll likely approve it if it's not like something OP.
He would like to be the anime protagonist, where all of his skills are set to 50.
Damn.
Preferably now. Too easy then.
Yeah. No. Don't worry. I'll make him the anime protagonist. He'll just be Subaru.
Oh no.
So essentially, he'll be suffering.
Yeah. Every session he watches everyone die, and then it's just like a horrible nightmare. Campaign just stagnates.
Sounds more like a game of paranoia to me.
Yeah, true. So, as you guys are settling down at camp, you notice Swain just start kind of whittling some wood and just kind of humming.
I'd ask what he's making, but I figure it's kind of personal.
I mean, it's up to you.
Okay, what you making, Swain?
He looks up and kind of thinks to himself before answering. He usually doesn't talk much, but for some reason he's kind of more open to talking, and he just says, "A pendant of home. Just reminds me of work when I was younger." And no, we can't hear you, Hakeem. Narza, you notice Swain's eyes just kind of have a somber yet nostalgic look in his eyes as he's just kind of whittling a simple wooden pendant. Doesn't even look anything particular, but it just looks like he used to do it when he was younger.
Very dexterous hands to be able to do that.
He nods and he just says, well, I mean, my home was of the elves. It's our thing. A small chuckle kind of echoes from his voice as he's just whittling calmly. Looks like he's remembering something, but then his eyes start to shift a little bit before he puts the pendant in his pocket. He just kind of gets up and heads over to the campfire and roasts some meat he caught in the woods. Your interface stopped working? Dang. Just leave and rejoin, Hakeem. That might work.
Oh, I guess I'm not the only one who's tired.
Yeah, I'm on 5 hours of sleep because I decided to smoke some cigarettes at like 2 in the morning, and then I stayed up until like 6 watching anime with a friend. Well, I'll take a few minute. Let's just take a few minute break while you try to fix that real quick, because we're at a mild break spot, and that gives time for. I think it was Ramrod's character. I don't know if you
Yeah,
want
I'm
me to
just
call
trying
him
to
Ramrod.
figure out. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to transfer everything over from D&D Beyond.
Okay. Do you want me to call you Ram, Rod, or something else?
Ramrod.
Okay, Ramrod. Okay. I'll be right back then.
Hakim, you there?
We went on a quick break.
Yeah.
Can you join on your phone, Hakeem? I have my headphones off, so I'm talking a bit louder. Okay, just restart it, bro. Okay. Oh.
What was that? What was that giggle I heard?
Nothing. I just started thinking.
particular set of skills.
A very particular set of skills. Questionable ethics
Skills
is
to make
included.
So,
skills
in
that
other
make
words,
him a
we're just playing
nightmare
our
for
real life.
people that wish to stop him.
Yeah.
So, Ramrob, we're just doing what we did in real life. Got it. All right, this
Yeah,
isn't role playing
exactly.
anymore. All right.
So you're saying it's not the anti-material rifle? That's not the one?
No,
We
unfortunately, I'm
can't.
not giving you a 48. Unfortunately, I'm not giving you a 48 rifle.
I'm trying to find the one because there's a hunting rifle that's a 1d10.
I thought there was one that was a
The rifle
1d12.
that Ari has, and I think Zane still has, is a 1d12, which is classified as a musket, which is the most basic one we can get.
Musket. That's why.
With the reloader perk, or generally just normal 5e, it is just a falling block for most cases where you fire once, you drop it, you put your new round in.
Yeah, basically,
And
I
it's
don't,
all in one turn.
I don't worry about reloading. I just am like, your views of the gun, you know how to use it. You just reload in your turn. It's not like anything crazy.
I mean, there's a chance I might not even use a gun because of the advantage of archery being stealthier.
True. I mean, you could always have both.
Yeah, I mean, normally, like, you can ask fucking RPG. Anytime I've played, I've always done more stealth and fucking sitting back and picking people off without them knowing.
4 rogues in the party.
He's
Let's go.
more of stealth.
And we're
I'm
still
more
a
of
good
stealth.
campaign. How is this a good campaign and we've had 4 rogues in the party? 5
It all just
rogues in the
depends.
party now,
I mean,
actually.
I'm
Wait a
a
minute.
cleric that doesn't heal. I'm legitimately a harmacist instead of a pharmacist.
Bro, you just heal people preemptively. You stop them from taking damage.
Yeah. I mean, and the fact that you guys have seen me do over 200 damage in one turn is just a side effect of that.
Yeah, and you could probably go up to 300 at this point, probably. With a couple tweaks.
Probably if I really try.
One shot an adult dragon with a level 12 ranger.
Base.
They fucked up and gave me an oath bow at like session 2.
Okay, to put some
And my
perspective,
favorite enemy was dragonoids. So it's just like the damage stacked on them was so ridiculous.
Oh god, he saw me break a game one time. I came up with a Centaur Archer Echo Knight.
Nice. That's what, 60 movement speed base?
pretty much.
My movement was insane, and I could swap places with my clone once per turn.
Let me just put it this way. Right now, she'll be able to do everything that Zane does, only better and with weirder perks.
Hey, I played that one off great. That was
She is actually a artificer, just for like kind of like flavor points, and Echo Knight.
I'm actually a leather crafter, so it kind of makes sense.
I still need
And he's a
a
metal
invite to the
crafter.
server as well.
Oh,
Or to the
I sent
Roll20.
it in the
Oh, I got a
chat.
forge. I just don't have
I can't
practice
remember
yet.
where I sent it. I've literally grabbed it 3 times and sent it somewhere, and then I always forget where I put it. Where? I literally
Moment, I
had
got
the
this.
link! I had the link! I'm so confused!
Important notices.
1 second.
I'm special.
I got it.
I've grabbed it so many times this session and then just refused to put it in the right spot, and my brain is melting.
There you go.
Okay. So I was okay. So I wasn't crazy. Okay, phew. Thought I was.
I mean, you are.
Oh, I am crazy.
But not for that.
Okay.
All right, I'm in here now.
All right.
I've honestly never used Roll20. I've always just used D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I was foreseeing they were going to do some fuckery here soon. That's the only reason why I suggested that we use Roll20 instead of having to worry about their whole, hey, we're going to change everything around here soon.
Well, I mean, I own all the source material on D&D Beyond, and it doesn't transfer over, so...
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, I have hard
Yeah,
copies
but
and everything, too.
Ramrod might be what is colloquially called what was that term again? A nerd?
Full-on nerd, not a geek. Get it right. Nerd,
Yeah.
not a geek.
Okay. Got it.
That works for me.
Lysmith, I just
I'm
want to
like-
say thank you for what you sent me about 3.5 months ago.
Oh, God.
What'd you do?
Which ones?
What didn't I do?
I'm just gonna say no more context, but I think Lysmith knows instantly who I'm gonna try to bring in.
I'm now going back and seeing what I sent you because I think I have an idea.
Look at the
Or
pins.
better
Don't say anything,
yet,
but
just
look at
send
the
it
pins.
to me and I won't show anybody else.
Hold on, I'll just at you with it. I'll just respond and say boop. I don't have it ready for this session, but that's gonna be kind of like the ending of the session, bro. I think it's a fitting.
Okay. I see a few from 2 months ago.
Okay,
that might
I
be it.
replied to it. You can click on it, and it'll drag you up to the exact picture.
Hi guys.
Heyo. Alright, so, huh?
We're gonna do some. We're gonna see each other next
Yeah.
week, right?
Well,
Yep, that's exactly
well, yeah, but we're going back
I was
into town.
thinking.
We're gonna be
Oh.
sending you guys back into town, and then you guys are gonna do a couple things, and then you're gonna see what I'm talking about, and then you'll understand why I'm cackling. So, Lysmith, I'm gonna need you to help me with the stat sheet for that later in between this session and next session, but I remember enough of what you told me.
Oh, hell yeah. I got you.
Do you think this is the proper environment for a character like that? Because I feel it is. It's a great environment for him to be.
Of course.
Alright. So, as you guys are chilling in camp, is everyone ready?
Yep.
Alright.
Mhm.
So, you guys are chilling in camp, and you see a tiefling kind of start stumbling into your camp with would you say you have a bow or a gun in your hand?
Right now my hands are empty.
Okay. So you just
I'm coming in, my hands are kind of just like down at my side, like open, palms facing you. I'm just walking in real slow. Like you can almost not hear me as I approach. Just hands
Jordan doesn't
open,
hear you.
as completely non-threatening as possible.
is anyone gonna react to this tiefling just casually walking into a military encampment?
I'm gonna hold him at gunpoint. Like, what the freak?
Hello there.
You just casually roll in with the old freaking Jedi mind trick. Hello there. You're not freaking Obi-Wan Kenobi, bro. Like,
Or am I?
where are you? You
I
roll
said,
into
or
our
am I?
Huh?
Blueberries are the best flavored crayons.
Blueberries are the best. What?
What?
Does anybody know this guy?
I've been following you for some time.
I am.
Oh, so you're a stalker.
Looking for work that I might be able to offer my skills to you guys.
Oh, so you're a mercenary.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny it.
Okay.
I specialize in transporting goods, wares, and other things from place to
Right.
place.
Well, I am the captain of a ship. We could always use more crew.
I do have vast experience in sailing.
Well, that works out. I mean, here's the rest of everybody else. And I just gestures over to everyone else if they want to introduce themselves.
Swain just kind of glances
Narza
over
read
and
one.
nods.
So, real quick, who
That-
is everybody and what are their characters? Because as a 6-foot-tall tiefling walks into a fucking, I heard there was someone really short earlier.
Ari is a goblin.
Okay.
She is tiny.
I'm at the table with earplugs in, making my splodies.
Awesome.
Torton is larger. He is 8'7".
Only 7
Tortoise is
inches?
good horsey.
Pretty much, and he only weighs 400 pounds, a little bit more with his armor on.
And just good horsey.
Pretty much. He is a Goliath, specifically a storm giant.
Okay.
Good horsey.
He also worships Thor.
Yep, and he follows the Order of Vemi.
Okay.
And you know about Canadians and the Battle of Vemi. That's what started the whole Geneva Convention. So
You mean Geneva
Yep.
suggestions?
you need to know.
You mean Geneva things we don't talk about?
The suggestions.
Yeah. You have to
So,
do it wrong one time. You get one free pass.
if you would like me to describe my character.
Yes, please.
So my character is a 6-foot-tall, kind of like a silverish skinned tiefling with long silver hair and jet black eyes. The horns have been filed down to mask their appearance a little bit. Dressed in light armor, all in black with silver embellishments on it. And from what you guys can tell, I have no weapons that you can see. And I just introduced myself. My name is Gin Tonic, and I would like to join your group. I feel like I could help you, and I could use some safe passage.
How long exactly have you been following us?
About 3 days. I've started off keeping my distance, and then I saw the little the skirmish earlier, and I thought it might be a time to approach.
Right.
So pretty much you saw us get involuntarily skydived in and realized those might be people to help out. Or at least link up with.
Sure, we'll go with that. Help can be beneficial both directions.
Kind of sus, but okay. We've
I
had more
mean,
happen to us.
This guy
There's-
sounds sus.
There's 2 rules in life you need to know. Rule number 1 is never tell everything that you know.
Right. Waiting for him to go on.
Refer back to rule number 1.
Well, you'll be on trial considering you. Wait a minute. What are your weapons?
I have no weapons.
You have no weapons, and you're a mercenary.
I
Can
came
Ari
to you
sort of-
unarmed as a gesture of good faith. I do have weapons nearby. I just chose not to bring them into the camp.
Well, go and grab those. I'd like to know what you're working with.
But I literally take a step to the left and there's like a tree and I just grab all my shit from beside it.
Nice. Real nice.
I slap my longbow across my back. I have a sickle with a tinted black blade. and I have a musket that I carry, and then a backpack with standard dungeon gear in it. So the bedroll, campsite, all that normal beginner level shit.
Okay. Well,
I'm
well, if you-
also very good with animals.
Oh, we have someone like that here among us.
That would have been really useful in Island 1. They got attacked by like a giant freaking horde of fucking werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Like an
I
entire
have,
city siege from like freaking what is it, World War Z?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say Space Marines too, where you see all the Tyranids running down the hill too, but you know that works. But yeah, no, Torden's actually really good with animals too. He's really good at cooking them.
I like the animals. They're tasty.
Was anybody still wounded from that encounter?
Yeah, the guy in the tent. Well, the
If you like, I could go and attempt to cure
I'm
wounds
not
on him.
actually inside of the tent at the moment.
you're up and walking around, even though we told you to rest. Go lay your butt back
Yeah,
down.
actually.
Get healthy.
I could cast a spell I know that might be able to help him along.
Well, as long as it's not a curse, I guess. Yeah, sure.
I'd like to attempt to cast Cure Wounds at level 2.
You don't need to ask. We're just do that more as like flavor, because this is gonna be
Okay.
a long rest anyway, so you don't have to like subtract a spell point.
That's kind of what I figured, and
But yeah, go for it, bro.
alright, so yeah, go over and cast Heal Wounds. That's going to be a 2d8. How do you do... Alright, I see how to do it now.
Then it's spell on armor, I can give you an extra 2. You know,
Nope, that didn't. I don't know where the fuck I typed that.
You typed it somewhere, and that's all that matters.
So you get 5 hit points back.
Bruh.
Yay! I tried. And then other than that, I just kind of ask if there's any other questions anyone would like to know. And then the crickets.
Yeah.
That gives
I'll
me my
just say
answer.
that Swain just kind of looks over to you and kind of shrugs. He's just like a drow elf with 2 swords on his waist, and he just kind of shrugs and just says, "We should be going to bed soon. We have a long night ahead of us."
Indeed.
Torden be able to tell that you're like another like fighter, more or
yeah.
less.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Torden will pretty much just look you over, give you a nod, and just stick a hand out and just give you knuckles. Then
I fist bump back.
Torden tends to run on the if you're a fighter, you have his respect, kind of thing. So hunters, fighters, things of that nature. As long as you can prove yourself, you're good in his book.
Indeed.
And so, as you can tell, Torden is still in full plate mail armor and just chilling, like soldier through and through on that point.
I see. Is it evening?
It would be evening time, yes.
Okay.
And your character's name is Jin, right?
Yes, Jin.
You'll just notice that the other NPC character that's of importance. Basically, I have 2 characters with the party right now that are NPCs. Her name's Daniela Cueva. She's like this demon lady. There's a token of her, but I can just
I
send
see
a
her.
quick picture. Yeah, she just kind of glances over at you and just whispers, "Fresh meat."
I speak back to her in Infernal, and I say, "Would you like a taste?"
her eyebrow raises and says, "Oh." Because most of the party just tend to kind of ignore her when she says shit like that.
Yeah, I just kind of give her a little coy, cheeky smile. And...
She's like, I like that, before going to her tent with Swain to talk. You can tell that her and Swain have some sort of relationship, but it doesn't look sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. There's something weird between them, like legitimately weird between them, and there is zero chance of romantic interest.
Yeah.
Yet. So the two NPCs are just chilling in their tent, doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
And Swain Freeblade.
Yeah, he's a drow elf with 2 swords. He went into the tent with her.
Sweet. I'm
I'll
gonna have
just
to
eat my
get a
snacks
token built
in
up.
front of my tent.
Have to get a what built up?
A token.
Oh yeah. If you get it like a picture AI or whatever type you want, I can put a character sheet and then give you control over it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So any kind of tiefling you want to do.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's evening. If there's anything you guys want to do in camp before tomorrow's mission, you know.
I mean, I offer to stay up with whoever's on watch and just kind of make small talk throughout the night.
Anyone want to stay on watch with them, or do you want me to just default and have Swain do it?
No, I'll go back to the tent after eating my snacks.
I'd do first watch, just so everybody has a little bit of time to kind of actually wind down, talk to Jen, and kind of get used to like being around him.
Okay. Swain will also go on first watch with you, Torden, since he's kind of out of everyone in the crew, he's closest kind of towards you and McKeem, just based on your stature and kind of personalities.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So on first watch, as everyone's just kind of getting to know Jen or whatever, Swain kind of pulls out his pendant again and starts whittling it next to Torden. You guys don't really see much on the first watch, but you do notice that Swain kind of looks at the pendant like he's thinking of someone specific.
Torden would double check on him, make sure he's doing okay. So I think he phrased somewhere along the lines of, "Are you missing home?"
Swain looks up and starts to talk, and he just goes, I don't know why I'm whittling a pendant like this. I just started. As he starts doing it, and you see his eyes kind of open up and just whispers a name under his breath. Not loud enough to hear, but it sounds like someone very close to him. Someone he knew for a lifetime.
What does the pendant look like?
It looks kind of almost like a witch's pendant. It looks like a blend between like an elven pendant and a pendant that would be worn by a witch. Some kind of middle ground hybrid, like 2 in
Like
1.
somewhere like druidic, like Celtic style.
More kind of like like a pagan style pendant,
Okay.
like black magic style witch, but also
Gotcha.
mixed with kind of like an elvish stereotypical kind of tree. It's almost like he's carving 2 pendants into one out of a block of wood.
I just kind of
That's
sit
a
back and
bit.
watch. If anyone comes up and asks me about I passed, I'll tell them anything, like completely anything they want to know. Wide open.
I'll probably do that after watch, or I might do that kind of more offline. But the main thing I would tell, I don't know why I just blanked on his name.
Swain or Jin?
I would tell Swain, if you want, we can always try to head back there afterwards. You know, give you a little bit of time to work it out before we go back and see what's going on.
His eyes just kind of grow a little bit darker, and he just whispers, "There's nothing to go back to." Before he kind of starts to put the pendant away. His normal demeanor of just nonchalance and not really talking too much to people kind of comes back after he puts the pendant away before finishing up first watch.
Yeah. Torton wouldn't do anything too overt, but he would just give him a small, like, thump on the leg, just like, I'm here for you kind of thing, without actually having to say it.
Yeah. And you can tell that Swain appreciates that you're not, like, really prying into it, but it's oddly comforting to him because he doesn't normally have that anymore, not knowing what happened. You can just tell that. So, as first watch ends, Swain just kind of goes back to his tent with Daniela and goes to bed. If any of you want to check in the tent, he is not doing anything with Daniela. He's literally just sleeping, and she's just, like, doing weird demon shit.
So all we hear from the tent is... And she's just sitting there slapping him across the face repeatedly.
Yeah. She'll be like, "Wake up," and he'll be like, "Let me sleep. Wake up and let me sleep." It's like, "Come on, you gotta help me with the demon ritual." And he's like, "God damn it, woman."
Considering she's a succubus, I don't even want to know what type of ritual she's getting into.
She keeps trying to sleep with him and drain his mana, quote unquote, and he keeps having to slap her away and tell her to fuck off.
That's the way to do it. Keep her away.
Bro is a man of his word, and bro is a man of pride. He will not sleep with just a random woman when his heart is already for another.
Oh.
I would also like to ask Jin one other thing, which would be do you have any experience with sailing by any chance?
Yes. I am very proficient. I actually captained my own boat multiple times. Schooners, brigs, all the way around. Pretty much any watercraft I'm very proficient with.
We may be needing your assistance at some point. We do have a ship. As you saw, we got airdropped in this time, but most of the time we sail from island to island. Having other experienced sailors may be good.
I
We
was
have
curious how you were planning on leaving the island.
right now we're trying to destabilize one area. After that, we should be able to end this little civil disagreement and break the blockade and have our ship pick us up.
Ah, I see. I understand. And then, as far as my spells, I was gonna swap out. I think I had Animal Friendship with Beast Bond,
Okay.
and then Animal Messenger also.
Go for it, bro.
Okay, because was reading quick and like I didn't look through all the expansions on what was available for.
I'm not really too hell bent on worrying about, if you need to change something out, after a session or two. It's just
Okay.
more of like, don't change your class, don't change anything major. If it's just a spell or two, I don't really worry about it.
Well, one of the things that I was kind of going to use my character for was being able to talk to animals around, like the players, to kind of use them as forward scouts.
Finally, recon.
Yeah. So,
even though we have
so
all
the
these
animal,
languages.
the animal messenger,
All
the
these
animal bond, that's all basically just to be able to talk to animals around us, and kind of not necessarily coerce them into anything, but like just say, hey, if you see something coming, let me know.
Okay. That sounds good.
And I have like bird seed that I feed like the squirrels and stuff to encourage them.
Okay. So, is everyone done for the night in game, or?
I would only do one more thing, and I would look over Jin's weapons really fast, and just make sure he's more of a ranged fighter, and make sure that he knows he can take cover behind me, as I tend to be a little bit more upfront.
That's not going to be an issue.
And with that, you just see Torden smirk just a little bit bigger.
I'm gonna kind of look at the newbie and be like, "Yo, when he says to stay back, just kind of chill back. You don't want to get caught up in any small storms."
Do I feel a bombastic side eye to Zane's tent?
Yeah.
I look
That
over
is
as
a bad
well
roll.
because I
I'll
watched
let
it
them
happen.
back.
I'm like, I understand.
The ranger going into melee range for no fucking reason.
I mean,
Exactly.
I will say I can handle myself in close quarters if need be. But if you see me, we have problems.
Yeah. Alright, so...
And at that point, I want to use disguise self to look like Swain.
Okay, go for it.
And what would that even be?
Because that's quite a few games.
It takes an hour for me to cast it. So, like, while everyone's asleep, I'm just disguising myself to look exactly like him in his, like, beat up state when he comes out of the tent in the morning.
Oh yeah, because he's getting slapped around by the succubus.
Yeah.
Alright, so morning rises and Swain exits his tent to see a double, and he just looks at you and he goes, fucking tieflings. just a sigh of disappointment, and he's like, okay, cool trick. As he starts like lighting the campfire and gets the major to come over and start the mission briefing with him and the rest of the group.
I kind of give Swain a pat on the back and be like, "Hey, she didn't bother you too much, did she?"
He just sighs and he says, succubuses are such a pain.
I bet, man.
He's like, I don't even like her.
I'm like,
She'll
is
make
are there dibs or how's this work?
He just looks over and he's like, if you can get her off my back for one night, I would appreciate it.
Ooh,
I mean, we can
shit,
always
get on
do
my
a flip
back.
swap, but you're gonna be sleeping next to a freaking somebody that likes to go hunting for eggs, if that's even possible.
So, with the banter, the major just kind of clears his throat, and he says, and he pulls out a map, and he
Right away,
says,
sir.
currently, we don't have the specific whereabouts. When we were ambushed, when you guys were ambushed last night during the day mission, unfortunately, we didn't get much intel on where the commanders are. We know they're in the city, and we know there is an encampment, but we don't know where specifically. and we sent the children away and questioned them, but unfortunately they didn't have much intel. They've mostly been living, eating off scraps, and just more so told, shoot anyone who's not a South Face resident. So he just kind of scratches his head, wondering where the fuck they're gonna get the intel of where the encampment is.
I kind of like look around and I'm looking for any birds or anything in the trees that I can talk to.
You notice a small pigeon in a tree, and it looks at you.
Well, thankfully I didn't shoot any tonight.
Yeah.
I'd like to try to bond with the bird, and speak to it to see if it'd be willing to help us.
The bird flies over and it whispers to you in little chirps, and it says, "Seed, seed, seed."
I reach in my pocket and I pull out a little thing of seed, and it like sitting on my shoulder. It's eating.
It starts to eat the seeds, and then it says, "Worm."
I just point at the ground.
All right. It shakes its head and starts to eat the worm on the ground, and it looks up at you, just kind of friendly, looking at what you want.
And then I just ask it if it's seen anything out of the ordinary other than our camp.
It kind of looks at you, kind of looks at the other people, kind of just like walks around the campfire a little bit, kind of looks around, walks back to you, nods, and then kind of picks up a little stick and starts kind of very crudely drawing, as it's a small, like 1.5 pound pigeon trying to draw a little map.
If I was able to cast Beast Bond, I would have a telepathic link.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you can see kind of like a very crude map in its head. It's not 100% accurate, but you notice, like, imagine a toddler trying to draw a map, and it's like very fragmented.
Pigeons aren't very smart.
No, pigeons
while
are
it's
very
doing
smart.
that, I'm doing like the eyes rolled in the back of my head, kind of like scribbling, spirit writing type shit.
Yeah.
Trying to mimic the map as best as possible.
You notice it's very detailed with parts that it's very interested in, but you do notice a very strange square with only a few scribbles in it, and the letter C popping up on a couple key locations, and then what appears to be the encampment. You can presume the pigeon is calling it the commanders, even though you don't know why the pigeon knows it's a commander. It just knows it's a commander.
It's just something weird.
Yeah. It's like, this guy was off. Most of the people looked poor.
I reach into my pack and I take some of my daily rations and I slice some of them off and I give the pigeon all the rations from the slicings.
The pigeon gleefully starts eating it as it chirps happily and just sits on your shoulder.
Oh, I was letting it do whatever it wanted, but if it wants to hang out, sweet.
Yeah. He telepathically calls himself Pidgey.
Pidgey.
Pidgey the
Got
pigeon.
a Pokemon.
Is his last name Odo?
No. His name is Pidgey Otter. Pidgey Otter.
Pidgey Otter, got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I guess for 10 minutes we kind of hang out and talk with this pigeon about as much information as we can about the map.
Yeah. So the pigeon just kind of like steps on your crude map and just kind of points with his little feet where the people kind of are. And you guys get a pretty good picture of it. You don't get a very good detailed with, like, rooms or anything, but you get the overall bird's eye
General
view
location
of the town. And you notice in the northwest is where the commanders tend to hang out, is what the pigeon understands, because when you live in a town of a lot of poor people, a lot of shot and dead people,
the pigeon's gonna follow the food.
You notice when people have very fancy fucking clothes on and nicer looking guns, they seem to be a little bit more important, a little more sticking out like a sore fucking thumb.
They tend
I
to
was
drop more
thinking-
snacks.
I was gonna say I was
Anyway,
thinking they waste more food.
Oh yeah, true. Actually, yo,
And
good
that's why-
point.
That's why the pigeon knows it so well, is because they have all the scraps in the trash and they keep going there to steal all the food.
The pigeon's
I like
mouth
how
just
both
waters.
Me and Harry are both like, it's because they have food. It's kind of like seeing the jacked raccoons outside of base.
Yeah. They get into the fucking
Anyway, I'll see you
creatine
guys
supplements.
next week.
Yeah.
Maybe?
All right, man. Okay.
Take it easy.
All right. I was gonna have you guys end the session when you guys enter town and see what I was planning with when you guys get into the encampment. So, I'm still thinking of running that. It should only be another like 15 minutes probably. I don't know, depending how long it takes you guys to get into the encampment.
I'm game for whatever.
All right. So,
Mhm.
after you guys get your orders, you guys stealth through the woods and notice that the people who are gunning you down in the woods appear to have gone somewhere. You don't know where they are, but you don't sense any of the presences of these people that were almost murdering the entire party. So, you guys enter the city after about like the 2-hour walk. I interchange between 2 and 3 hour. I don't care. Point is, you guys take a long walk. So, as you guys follow the little map, I'm just gonna say Pidgey Otter is just like now just part of the crew. He's just chilling. He's vibing.
He's just a familiar now.
Yeah, I like giving rangers a familiar, even if it's just a goofy little one.
I consistently make sure that he's fed and groomed and cared for.
He very much likes the brushing of his feathers.
Yes. The
So,
pruning.
so he chirps very softly as you are stealthing through the woods, trying not to get detected by anyone trying to kill you.
But actually probably make it better.
Oh yeah, good point, because it would be
They would
covering
think
your
that
footsteps.
nothing's coming, yeah.
So as you guys finally get into the urban environment, you notice you guys took a very terrible path your first time, but since you now have a map from the bird and your animal control thingy, I can't remember the term.
Beast Bond.
Beast Bond. You guys actually take a very short, quick, and narrow route towards the encampment. So you guys are about, I'd say, what? How far can you see in a clear view? Probably like 500 feet easily.
I mean,
I don't know.
if it's a clear view, you're looking at 1,000 yards easy.
Okay. In the city, you guys are about 500 feet from the main encampment. It looks like it's been very shoddily made. It looks like they kind of rebuilt and kind of tore away some of the buildings to kind of put the scrap metal and the wood together. And there's some basic military-esque tents inside. And you notice some people having some nice uniforms, eating some nice food, being served to them by children. The children don't look very well fed, though.
And just to catch me up, these are the people we're trying to dispose?
Yes, these are basically South Face is at war with the North side, but the problem is they've been blocking off supply routes and they've been sending in infiltrators into like government and other stuff and doing espionage. So currently the party's on covert ops trying to stop one of the outposts in one of the closer cities and try to like break some of the hold the South is adding into the North. So basically you guys are just going in, killing anyone on sight. The party has successfully not had to kill any children yet. Daniela has crispified a couple of them, but that's just Daniela being Daniela. She did not like getting shot, so she just, turned him into Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Understandable.
So,
Does anybody else have any ideas?
I will say though, you notice that there's a slight panic with the commanders' faces as they're kind of going around the base a little more disorderly. They appear to be missing some commanders and soldiers.
I'd like to talk to the group and offer a suggestion.
What's the idea?
I use what was the pigeon's name? Pidgey?
Yes,
I asked
Pidgey.
Pidgey to take. You said that the kids seemed like they weren't fed, right?
Yeah.
So I asked Pidgey to take one of my entire things of ration as long as they can carry it. If we need to calculate the airspeed of an African coconut-laden swallow, then we will.
No. It can carry some rations. It's a buff pigeon.
So my idea is to get the Pidgey, to bring some rations over to lure the children away, and then we ambush these commanders and take them hostage.
I mean, are the commanders like people aged and not like children aged?
Oh no! The commanders look like they're in their 40s and they've just been like beating the kids. Like they have no value in their fucking lives. They're just targets.
Can we just kill these guys instead then?
It's just fucking target practice.
We could definitely kill them, but they seem flustered, and we need information.
That's true. I'm kind of gonna bring my eyes back to what was distracting me in the first place.
I bring I bring Pidgey over and I ask him if he's willing to do it, and leave my fate in your hands.
Pidgey looks, nods, and smiles.
And I give Pidgey like a fuck ton of birdseed right beforehand.
He nods gleefully. Give me a second. I am just trying to upload a picture of a couple. Just random. Honestly, I'm not even gonna upload them. I'm just gonna send a picture. Basically, just imagine like dickheads like this, just like well-fed, in really decent armor, and a couple of them look like more like bureaucrats.
Mm-hmm.
So
some
I don't know.
Some of their hair's cut, their mustaches are waxed. Like,
yeah,
they're not suffering.
Yeah, they're not suffering. They're not hurting. There's no reason they need to be acting like this. So Pidgey flies in. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. Pidgey just flies in with some rations. A couple of the guards look a little confused why there's a bird flying in with like 5 pounds worth of fucking like food, but just kind of drops it in front of the kids, and they just kind of like look over at the commanders and pick up the rations.
And then Pidgey kind of like hops, like playfully hops away from the tent, trying to drag the kids away. Like they're like, oh, cool, a bird that he wants to play, and see if he can lure them away.
Yeah, the guards look a little confused, but they're not really too worried. They're not really thinking too much. They're like, I don't know, the fucking bird probably was being fed by them. Whatever. It's not our rations.
Right?
They don't look at the fact that the rations like might have been marked with like some other company or like guild or something. They just look at food and like, I mean, I guess we've starved them enough.
Right?
So the kids are playfully eating their little rations, their small half-ounce soup can, basically. Just enough to actually feed them a bit in the corner of the base. They look like they'll be out of the crossfire perfectly fine.
And then I'd like to cast Pass Without Trace.
What's that do?
It basically enhances my stealth.
Okay.
So you radiate a concealing aura in a 30-foot emanation for the duration. While in the aura, you and each creature you choose have a +10 bonus to dexterity, stealth specifically, checks have checks and no, you don't leave footprints or anything.
Oh, that's really good. Holy shit. I like that.
I like rangers.
I love rangers. I played on Baldur's Gate 3. I was a ranger main. But that's even
So
cooler.
I'd like to cast Pass Without Trace,
Okay.
and I would like to basically interact with the entire party on it, so everyone can pass.
When a ranger's actually a ranger. Oh my god.
Yeah. That way everyone has a +10 to stealth, and I'd like to get as close as possible to the guards and take them out with a sickle as sneakily as possible.
I would say if you kill one of them, they would probably get alerted from the body dropping, but there is few enough guards right now due to the panic and the guards being missing and not knowing that each of you could successfully, if you guys roll properly, stealth up behind all the guards. You could choose whoever you want to keep alive as long as you win the strength check, or and then just do like a 1, 2, 3 execution on any of them that you don't want alive. Would you like
So I
to
say
try?
we keep one guard and whoever looks the most important in the tent.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like you notice like one bureaucrat in the tent. He looks very rich, very rich, and then one of them. I'm just gonna say the guy sent. He looks like the most battle hardened.
And then the guards, do any of them look really young?
Some of them look young, but old enough to know that they've probably killed some children.
But young enough to still be impressionable.
Potentially.
Okay. So whichever one's the youngest looking, we're gonna keep that one alive.
Okay, so keeping 3 of them alive?
The bureaucrat that battle hardened, and one of the guards, whoever the youngest is.
Okay. So everyone just roll stealth checks.
With a +10.
Yeah, with a +10 on top of everything else. So this is gonna be juicy. Ironically, Narza leaves at the one point his rolls would have been really good.
And I have a +8 to stealth. So...
Alright, so Alvier easily stealths in. Alright. I'm not even gonna make you roll if you want, Ramrod, but you're just basically gonna auto succeed.
I crit.
Oh my god. Bro, you literally just stealth up in front of the kid and just look at him breathing down. I read a book when I was back in like 3rd grade, and there was a scene where they like used the moonlight or some shit to like stealth up literally in front of him. It was like some Native American story. Our teacher read me, just like some type shit like that. Just like you're right in front of him, and he just doesn't see you.
And I just
So
this is the youngest
Ari
one?
rolled a 28 and I rolled. Oh no, Ari rolled a 38 and I rolled a 19.
Yeah, you're fine.
For stealth.
Bro, the Russian stealth, the Juggernaut, stealthing in full plate armor. With disadvantage.
I like to think that he doesn't actually stealth. He just looks directly at somebody and just walks up to them and they just go, tell him to go away.
Russian stealth, just complete confusion.
I almost think he should not roll stealth and roll intimidation instead. Like, permanently.
No, his stealth is his intimidation. He's just doing Russian stealth.
Yeah.
They're confused at why they don't hear a fucking 8-foot juggernaut stepping towards them intimidatingly. They think they're drunk or high or on something. They do not understand.
Tiki Breaky.
They're just hallucinating a freaking 8-foot man in front of them with a giant fucking hammer and a freaking goblet on his shoulder.
Can I actually roll for intimidation and just see what happens?
Go for it.
Just because I'm curious now.
Oops.
That would be a 20. That would have been a 22 overall, which would have gone up from his 9. He rolled lower though.
So yeah, you just kind of scared the fuck out of. Do you want to scare the fuck out of the kid who's impressionable, or do you want to do it to like one of the other guards that you're about to kill?
Actually, the kid I want to just grab and do my best to subdue.
Okay, roll a strength check. Just a flat strength, or with your modifiers. You know what I mean?
Let's see. My strength modifier is a. Do you want athletics on top of it, or?
You could do either or.
Okay.
I know it's technically just a raw strength, but at this point, y'all are just able to just walk into this encampment and just take it out.
That's a. Oh, hold on. Fucked up. Roll. 20. That's a 9 plus 1, so 10.
I would say the kid is like struggling pretty well against you. It's more of an even match. You get him to the ground. He's not able to do anything, but you just hear him kind of start shrieking, just kind of scared as fuck. Just like this dude just popped out of nowhere and is like about to kill him. Is what's going through his head.
That's exactly what I want. That is exactly what I want. I want him to think that he still has a chance to survive, but I am preventing him from leaving. Is all I want.
Okay. Everyone else just butchers the guards on the signal, and the two important people besides the kid kind of start panicking in the tent and are like, "Is he attacking again, you hear?" And they just kind of start running out of the tent looking around, wondering what the fuck is going on.
I keep the kid pinned down and I try to muffle his screams as much as possible.
Do you have like a rag in your bag or something? You can just like freaking just shove it in his
I
mouth
have
and
an
shut him up.
entire thing of commoner clothing. Socks, underwear, what do you want in his mouth?
Actually, do you just want to like freaking gag him with rope?
I mean, I have hemp rope too, so yeah, we can gag him.
I don't know.
Hog
Bro,
time and
gag him like a BDSM girl, make him your bitch.
Where's Daniela?
Daniela just floats up with her wings and just kind of descends.
While I'm hog tying him, I look up at her and I wink.
Bro's fear just turns to joy. He thinks he's dreaming at this point. He just sees a hot frickin' demon lady just like descending across from him.
I lick my hand and I smack him right on the forehead.
He's just like, he's toast. He's done. He doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what's gonna happen. He's just done.
Perfect.
Whatever happens at this point.
I asked Daniela to keep watch over him.
And she licks her lips and says, "Oh, I intend to.
Keep him alive, but barely."
But barely. You just hear screams echo from him, but it's not the usual kind.
No, I know. I've worked with succubus before.
So Daniela's just, subduing the enemy as the two enemy commanders start pulling out their guns. The bureaucrat has a small golden gun. Have you guys seen Black Lagoon by chance?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know the German Nazi guy who was talking shit and had his very fancy golden Luger type shit that he was trying to sell? He pulls out basically the equivalent, as he's just like some rich dude with a fancy fucking golden gun.
How far away am I from him?
I'd say you're about like 30 feet away. The encampment's pretty small, but big enough to like have room.
So he pulls out his gun. I would like to cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Which increases my movement.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta look at the actual skill real quick. I don't want to do shit I can't do. Alright, so it counts as a bonus action. You move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. Once the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage in one weapon attack on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d6 force damage on hit. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the turn ends.
Okay, so you move super fast and don't provoke opportunity.
Yeah, so basically my 30-foot movement speed turns into 60, and I can basically rush him. So
Okay.
you said he was 30 feet away. I can rush him, and I want to take out my sickle, and I want to try to chop his hand off that's not holding the gun.
Oh, going for style. Okay, I like this. Just roll for hit, and if it hits high enough, I'll let you just slice his hand off. He's not a fighter. He's a bitch.
I gotta go back and look to see what my sickle damage is.
Alright, give me a sec. While you roll that, I gotta go pee.
Seven. What would the modifier be on that, Richard?
For what?
For me to roll melee for an attack, would that be strength or dexterity?
For you, it'd be Dex, since you're a Dex fighter.
So that's a +4, so that's an 11. Hopefully it hits. You guys don't like to talk about tactics, do you? You guys don't like
These
to talk
guys
about
are
tactics.
more aggressive. They prefer the smashy, not the thinky. Which
This
is
is the-
why I tend to
Oh,
go,
no.
I'm going to let you take the lead here. Because while I would normally do this, most of the time, I'm not going to mention Zane's name, but he tends to go, I'm going to shoot it.
I mean, sometimes I do, but I'm learning.
Alright, I'm back. What's up?
I was just trying to figure out some of the dynamics of the group, figuring out like how they tend to address attacking things.
I'm just like I'm in awe because I just get to see stealth play for once coming from someone that's supposed to be actually stealthy. We have other stealthy members of the party, quote unquote. The big air signs there.
Rogues in quotation marks, and I have a tendency of being a little bit more tactically driven as the person who walks up to things and just crushes them.
Well, sometimes walking up and crushing something is the tactical stealth option.
Absolutely. The shock and awe is a 100% viable solution.
I mean,
True.
I
it's
feel like this is a
better than
conversation we're
definitely-
having while we're doing this to these people. Because we're still so new to each other that, like, as I'm hog-tying the guy, I'm like, yes, stealth is an appropriate approach sometimes, and sometimes you need to just smash things to death.
I would completely love to see that as you just start like slowly hacking a dude's hand off with your fucking sickle.
Yeah, I only rolled an 11, so I don't know if it's actually going to hit.
Fuck it, I don't care. It's funny enough.
Off goes his hand.
Yeah, the hand that's
Oh,
not
wait a
holding
minute.
the
No,
gun
no, it makes sense.
specifically.
It's an 11. The base AC for a character is a 10, but he's a shit fucking fat guy, a fat cat, so he has less AC anyway, so you just slice his hand off.
Oof.
So I slice his hand off immediately.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to actually kill him. I want to kind of like, so I have the sickle in my left hand, right?
Okay.
And I run up and I cut his whatever hand he doesn't have the sickle or the gun in.
You cut his left hand off.
So I cut his left hand off, and while I'm doing that cut, I rotate around behind him, and I put the sickle to his throat. And I just pause.
You smell something coming from his pants from both directions.
Dude pissed and crapped himself.
And I whisper in his ear, "Is this your first time?"
His eyes just like dart out, and he just nods very slowly.
I pull the sickle in a little tighter just to draw a little bit of blood. And I don't say a word.
He nods very slowly.
And I look over at the other gentleman, the one that is seemed to be more battle hardened. And I look at Torden and just smile.
The battle-hardened one just kind of looks calmly, just trying to take in the scene.
And then I will end my turn.
Okay.
Torden would look at the chubby individual, walk over to him, simply put a hand on his shoulder and
with
just...
a knife.
Huh?
Y'all are both y'all are tag teaming this man.
The one I'm holding a knife to his throat that I just cut his hand off and is bleeding to death.
Yeah. And just look at him and go, I'd pray if I were you.
I love it.
Bro,
just give him that very, very little small slap on the cheek and just walk off.
I feel like you need to make a roll to hit.
Nah. You give him a good old love tap.
Oh, I was hoping
it's not
take
the
his jaw
smack the
off.
shit out of him. It's that little, you're cute.
Sorry, I retired out of the military and I smoke a lot of weed now.
Nah, it's fun as fuck. I'm loving this.
Oh, if you want roleplay, I'll roleplay. How dark do you want to go?
Oh, I used to have to censor a lot of the campaign. I used to have to censor a lot of it with Akeem at first.
Me and Ramrod get along like a ship on fire. It's great.
And I'm loving it. We need this chaos.
It's not usually a good thing.
Yes, I know. At one point, we discussed the logistics of making a shape charge.
Out of different material.
Dude, that's just a
out of different material.
Tuesday.
I will admit that.
That's a casual
And the CO just
Tuesday.
looked at me and said, "You need to walk away." And I went, "I was having a good time."
Bro, that's just an average Tuesday with the boys.
Right? I wasn't doing anything wrong.
It's not illegal
I
to
wasn't gonna do
discuss
it.
it. That's the point. Is it's not illegal to discuss it. It's illegal if you Google the materials, start ordering them in separate packages from Amazon, with different accounts, and then
None
have
of
it
that
shipped
is
to different
illegal.
agents.
So
Dude,
no, none of that is illegal. You can have it all.
I forgot when I was making soap.
Hi, I'm Lai.
If
Yeah, I
you
know.
just want to, if you want to experiment, you're allowed to. It's just when you try to cause anything destructive or chaotic is when it becomes a problem.
No, just destructive. We can do chaotic.
I got 100 pounds of tannerite in my fucking shop right now. I can blow up fucking anything I want.
So,
Waste
do
as
we need to
fuck.
send you like a taxidermy dog or anything, or?
No, just come visit like you said you were going to, and we'll go fuck shit up.
I mean, I vote that we make a Boomba, and I'm down.
I'm game for whatever. Anyways,
right.
back on topic. You cheeky slap
The fat cat.
the fat guy that his arm is cut off and being held by his throat. Which at this point, the blood's probably trickling down onto his fancy clothes, so it looks just horrendous.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
would be the
definitely.
one putting their stemming while y'all put on the destruction of it.
So what are you doing, Richard?
Honestly, we have most everything that we need. We have the one guy who's gotten captured. We have the leader who's bleeding out. He's
And
pretty
then
much
you
done.
got
I
the
really don't.
military fucking decked out dude who's sitting here calm collectively looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking misspoke that.
Yeah,
And I'm just
you
gonna go
forgot
walk
that
over
part.
to him. I fucking had the one military guy, not the two. I'm just gonna just very calmly walk over to him, just grab him by the shirt, and just say, "Sit right there for a moment." And I would let Ari just pull out her gun and just point that straight at his head.
Yeah, see me peeking over the top of yours. Elbows resting on your head.
And just say, unless you want to take a deep breath through your forehead, just stay right there.
And I just kind of chuckle.
You
Like,
just
it's
hear.
like
I was just gonna say, you hear a deep sigh from him and a deeper voice, and he just goes, "I'm not an idiot," and he just sits on his knees. You don't last long if you don't have any wits. And he just kind of, surrenders calmly.
I would like to apply a tourniquet to the severed arm.
And then I would also like to have Ari, since she probably has materials, to restrain him.
Oh, I have hemp rope. I got plenty.
Ooh, goblin bondage.
Yes, goblin bondage.
Yeah,
And
this
usually
guy
has to do
is
with meat hook.
100% tied up, and I actually asked Daniela to come over and manage him as well.
And Daniela just sighs and says, "I'm not giving him anything." As she just drags the young man, barely breathing.
He's alive though, right?
Unspeakable. Oh no! I said barely breathing. He's fine.
Yeah, he's alive though, right?
Yeah. He's alive. Barely.
All right, so
Drained.
at that point, I would like to cast Cure Wounds level 1 on him, just to keep him alive.
You just feel his lungs just actually start taking in oxygen better. And he's like, she's fucking crazy.
Can I put the +1 in here and it'll automatically apply it?
Yeah.
Thunder, no.
There we go. So he recovers 5 health points.
No, that's not the direction the brain was thinking.
Well, we're frying him up.
But I want to look at Daniela and see, does she have like a whip or a cow crop? Like, what is she specifically using to inflict her
She tends
sadism?
to just she just tends to use her nails. She'll extend it. She'll use her blood. She'll use some fire magic. She's kind of a jack of all trades. She likes to use a lot of things, but you do notice that her stilettos are basically knives. So she uses her legs and kicks mainly for true combat.
I ask her to come over, so I have him hogtied, right? And he's laying on his, let's say he's laying on his right side.
Yeah.
And this is the fat guy, right?
Yeah.
I ask her to come over and step through his Achilles tendons with her heels and hold him in place.
She grins and she says, "Finally, someone in the crew understands my talents." Before stepping up to the fat guy and just slowly inserts the knives in her stilettos into his Achilles tendon. Hearing him scream, she just starts kind of blushing as she just grinds her heel into it. A little too fun for her.
I shudder and I look at her and I just kind of smile, like the little cheeky smile.
She's having the time of her life. Most people in the crew haven't let her use her talents.
Or whatever that was.
And then I look over at the military-clad guy, and I say, "This isn't going to end well for you." And I pull a flask out of my bag and take a sip.
He nods. He's been around this. It's just the first time he's on the other end.
I allow Daniela to hold. What's the fat guy's name? Do we have names yet? Actually, let's just say
he's nameless.
As we sit here, as Daniela's grinding her heels into his Achilles tendon, I ask for names. Let's introduce ourselves. You two go first. Because the other kid's barely breathing and hanging on to life, so he's useless.
Yeah. The soldier just sighs and he says, "Just call me Tom."
Okay, Tom, and who's this worthless wretch?
He looks over at the fat cat just crying and sobbing, and he's like, "Sir, I am Sir," as he's just crying and screaming, barely able to get out a name. Hold on, I'm just gonna pull up a fantasy name generator. Fantasy name generator.
Should I be taking notes? God damn it!
I don't know. I'm just. It's just more for fun. I'm trying to think of a funny name.
As a
If you
product,
want role playing, I'm fun at role playing.
I'm Sir Norwood. I'm Sir Norwood. Please, let me go. As he sobs.
And I kind of give Daniela a nod, and she just bitch slaps the fuck out of him.
You see him start sobbing even more, yet a hint of red from his cheeks. He's like, "A woman shouldn't be hitting me like this. You should know your place, wench." And she just fucking stamps down with her other heel.
ooh, that's gotta hurt. Hey, you don't need this. I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna like bend down and pick up his gun. Thanks.
Norwood's like, "No, I spent so much money. My
I can
money."
tell, but, like, this gold is actual real gold on his gun. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, I got that
Appreciate it.
24 karat fucking gold on his gun.
Yeah, man, this dude's
You don't know
blinging,
how
bro.
long it took me to unlock that shit.
Bro, Norwood's just sobbing as she just slowly steps her other heel closer to his freaking private parts.
I'd like to go over and talk to Tom.
Alright, so Tom just sighing watching the freaking pathetic, quote unquote, commander of his, and he's just like, so
Is Tom completely restrained?
I think you guys just kind of like tied his hands together. He's not really fighting back. He's been through this fucking rodeo countless times.
So I take him and I just completely take off his restraints completely.
He nods and he says, "Thanks," before just sitting there still.
I understand that you are trained and versed enough that torture isn't going to make a difference. But you have to understand that change is coming, one way or another.
He nods.
What side do you want to be on?
He swallows and he says, "It may not sound ethical, but the winning side. Clearly, that's not the one I'm on."
Understandable, but you seem to have some gusto to you and some grit that might be useful to us in the future. And I look at the rest of the team to get affirmation.
I just kind of shrug my shoulders. I'm just chewing hardtack, enjoying the show. I say, hey man, it's whatever. If the dude wants to take a few bullets or shoot a few bullets back for us, and I'm good with it. I kind of look at the rest of the party.
Not looking for him as a combatant, more of a informant.
Works for me.
He nods slowly.
I mean, if he betrays, I can always have this nasty looking sword down his throat, kind of like brandishes the freaking weapon that I have with thorns all over it.
Yeah, you can tell Tom doesn't really deal with lying. He knows he's lost. He knows that there's so many of you that if he tried, he'd be dead instantly. And there's no point in dying for a pointless cause. He's truly just a mercenary that got hired into the army, it looks like.
How much are you getting paid, man?
I've been getting paid quite a bit. And he kind of starts looking at his checkbook and he's like, I think the last month was like 250 gold.
Well, I can afford you. So, I guess you'll have to just be the informant that we need you to be in exchange for life.
Life is truly the best payment. He nods.
Yep.
He understands game is game.
I want to ask him about troop placements currently.
He smiles and points at the tent before getting up. No malice or any, like, intent in leaving, just going over to a map. You just see the fat cat just, like, sobbing as he's just slowly getting, like, mutilated.
I mean, do you think...
I mean, he's not being. I hope she's not mutilating him, just kind of holding him in place.
It's technically mutilation when she's grinding the stuff and like slowly ripping the tendons in place. She's not moving anything, but she's definitely removing his tendon from ever.
Oh yeah, he's
getting
never
repaired.
walking again. Yeah, he's never walking again. That was the point.
And she is slowly pressing her stiletto closer and closer to his crown jewels. We'll word it that way.
I mean, I heard some people are into that type of stuff.
I asked Daniela in Infernal to wait.
She sighs and just goes, fine, in Infernal.
And then I'd like to go into the tent with the other, with Tom. And, preferably also with, Torden. And see what he has to show.
Alright. As you guys enter the tent, you see a large map. And you notice that a lot of X's are on the map. And
very
Tom,
similar to the Pidgey's map.
It is the map of Pidgey,
I know
basically.
it's done now. I think that's finally getting
But basically, you notice a lot of X's on it, where what appears to be guards are removed from the posting as if they've been moving the perimeter to be shorter. Almost like something's been taking them out.
Explain to me what's going on here.
Well, do you think you're the only ones that have been sent into our encampment?
Absolutely not. But I'd like to know who the competition is.
I don't have a name. It's
then
just
explain
been...
what happens.
It shows up. I'd call him a man, but he disappears just as fast. I don't really have much information. You just hear a gunshot, and then a man drops.
Have there been any sightings?
I mean, he's always around, watching.
Have there been any sightings from survivors?
He leaves no man alive.
Understandable. I like his tactics.
One shot, one kill is what we think of him. You hear him? It's too late.
Why do you think he's attacking you?
Well, he didn't look like a soldier. He didn't look like a typical mercenary. We know that there is some world government contracts against part of our bases. I mean, he kind of sighs and looks at the children kind of, working in the camp, but appears to have stopped after, the raid. We haven't had the most ethical combatants.
We'll deal with that eventually.
He nods.
Explain to me when he attacks specifically. He, she, it, them, whatever it is.
Well, he just.
I might have to start heading off to bed.
Alright.
I'm sorry, guys, because I
No,
need a shower and get all that stuff ready.
Give me a
Yeah, I can drag
Alright.
these sessions
one
out
sec.
forever. so-
It's almost done. Basically, as he's talking, I was actually pulling up the image right now. That's why I was delaying it a bit. You just hear a small whistle come from outside the tent, next to a tree, and you just see a man in red and black with a small hand cannon pointing the revolver at. I'm just gonna do a quick 1d6. Actually, you know what? All this. Just your Elvier just sweating, thinking I'm gonna aim at him. I'll say that he takes a shot at McKeem and just does like a solid 15 damage. And just shoots you in the shoulder. Because you notice it
Yeah,
in
I'm just
time.
gonna flip her back around and like ready to return fire with the golden desert eagle.
Yeah. So he shoots you and there's a slight puzzled look on his face before slipping into the shadow of the tree. As if
and
he
we're
never
still
was there.
inside the tent?
Yeah, you're in the tent. He just took a quick shot at McKeem, but for some reason he
Silent
missed.
or not?
He was outside, from my understanding.
But, like, we could still hear it inside the tent?
Oh, yeah. You guys just hear the gunshot after the whistling before he just disappears into the shadows like he wasn't even there.
Oh,
I tell
dirty
Tom-
rotten bastard! They're shooting people and vanishing and stuff.
I look at Tom and I say, I think it's finally time to meet your specter.
Tom just sweats and
And
nods.
we walk out of the tent.
So, that's where I was going to leave the session off, is just basically he comes for one of you and then fails to kill you and is a little bit confused and then leaves.
Interesting.
Game's still alive?
And tried to like take me out, fam, and shot me in the freaking shoulder and stuff, and then he runs.
Yeah.
I'm just now thinking like that op had pretty nice looking clothes. How would it like if I stripped him naked after I, took him out?
Bro looked at you, shot you, realized
You
you
want
weren't
the
going
grip?
down in one hit, and then reassessed and left.
Yeah, it's like
before-
dude.
Before we end, I would like to do something.
Go for it.
So I want to say, everybody on me, and I cast Rope Trick.
Nice. I don't know what that does specifically, but I like rope in this game, because there's a lot of stuff you can do with rope.
Alright, so Rope Trick specifically allows me to touch a piece of rope 60 feet in length or more. One piece hangs perpendicular to the ground. The upper end of the rope is invisible entrance into an extra dimensional space. So basically, we can all hide up inside this rope.
Nice.
Wow.
Hideout. It's like a hideout, basically. You climb the rope and you get up inside a space.
Nice.
Okay.
And we're completely like, we can only come back down the rope, but we're impervious while we're inside it.
Nice.
Is
And I
it
tell
light or
everyone to
dark?
climb the rope. What?
Oh, so you're just like on the rope, or like inside like a thing of rope?
So when you climb the rope, at the top of the rope is a portal entering an extra dimensional space.
Oh, okay.
So like, you basically climb up and you turn invisible, and everyone can hang out in there.
Pocket
and
dimension?
it's completely environmental impact in preventative. So you can kind of go up there and regroup.
Okay. Sounds good.
I like playing Rangers.
Rangers are dope.
So basically, I cast a rope trip and I said, everyone up, and we drag everyone. The two Tom is not restrained, so he can go up easily.
Yeah.
Um,
Daniela drags the cute young guy
But, like-
with her.
So she drags the cute young guy and go ahead and go back and grab the other asshole. And, like, with a stiletto in each Achilles tendon, that's how he drags him up.
Yeah.
Into this rope. Just continuing the torture as long as possible on this piece of shit.
Yeah. Because he's the asshole who's like using the child soldiers and stuff. The other Tom's just Tom just follows orders. He doesn't fucking like it. He just is doing what pays him.
We're unleashing some sadism.
And that's a great place to end this